Good afternoon once again. I hereby call the September 2025 Code Compliance Special Master hearing to order. Roll call. Special Master Karen Jenkins.
Present.
City Attorney Jose Arango.
Here.
Co-Director Jose Perez.
Here.
Special Master, please approve the minutes of the hearing that took place on August 21, 2025.
Approved.
We kindly request that everyone in attendance place your cell phones on silence. Anyone giving testimony today, please stand to be sworn in by Homestead Police Officer Nicholson.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in these proceedings will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do.
We'll be swearing in the translators.
Translators, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the that the translation which you are about to give in these proceedings will be accurate and correct to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? If so, say I do.
I do. Joaquin Fermosella, certified court interpreter in Spanish.
Please keep standing for the Pledge of Allegiance of the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please have a seat. For the record, the following amendments have been made to the hearing agenda. Item number 5, case number CE 2507-0416 from civil citations have been complied. Item number 7, case number CE 2507-0448 from table cases has been complied. Item 23, case number CE 2507-0344 from new business has been complied. Item 24, case number CE 2507-0345 from new business has been complied. Item 26, CE 2508-0055 from new business has been tabled. Special Master, if I may take the cases out of order from the agenda for those who are present today.
Approved.
First case, item 21, under new business. Case Code Officer Garcia, case number CE 2506-0456, Margaret P. Welles.
The property was cited on June 27, 2025 for code section violation 6-197, subsection 4, fence and disrepair, 13-21 through 13-32, littering, which is not in compliance, 19-3, 19-4, subsection 5, and 19-6, drilling obstructing the sidewalk is not in compliance, 1992 and 1993, landscaping obstructing the traffic signs, not in compliance, 19-92 and 19-95, overgrown grass and weeds, and 29-11, improper landscape maintenance, not in compliance. The notice of violation was mailed regular and certified and posted on June 27, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation for the fence and disrepair and the overgrown grass and weeds. I took the photograph on June 27, 2025, July 8, 2025, July 24, 2025, and August 8, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Hello. Please state your full name and
Hi,
address.
My name is Patrick Wallace, Wallis. My address is, my physical address, 1729 San Viber Boulevard, but the address is for the estate of my mom's, or the home of my mom's estate, 1709 North Curlew Lane, Homestead.
Thank you. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
You'll have to forgive me. I never had to do this before, so I'm kind of nervous. When all this started was back a few months ago, back at the end of June, beginning of July, and I was in contact with Officer Andres, who was the code compliance officer at the time, and I made strides to get compliant as best I could. I hired a landscaping company to take care of the trees along the sidewalk, the backyard, things of that nature, and was able to get a lot of that in compliance. However, there was the issue of the fence along the backyard, which is still an issue moving forward today. The issue I've had with that is the initial company that I hired to clean out and take the trees down, when I tried to get them back to get the tree for the fence problem, they stopped talking to me. They would not acknowledge me. They would not come out. I tried for several weeks to get them to come out, and they just refused to return my calls or take my messages. I was in contact with Officer Andres. I explained to him my situation. He was gracious enough to give me an extension on an issue, and I continued trying. He actually gave me 2 extensions. Graciously gave me 2 extensions to the problem, so I could help hopefully resolve the issue. However, I just could not get a hold of that person to come out. So I began making other phone calls to other people to try and mitigate the problem.
So you have gone ahead and contacted other companies?
I'm sorry?
You have contacted other companies to come out and help you?
I had contacted 3 other companies.
And have you hired somebody?
To this point, none of them would do the work. None of them would do the work, or the work that the amount of money they wanted. They wanted $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 to take out the tree, and I just could not afford that. So I reached out to Hope Works, which is a nonprofit that helps with issues with that. Kendall Peterson is the CEO. He happens to be here with me, and he can, if you'll allow me, I can let him explain what's been going on. He has reached out to Brightview, and they've agreed to do the work. However, the The timetable that we've got, obviously with everything going on, it's going to be a couple more weeks. I think September 19th is the date they're giving us that they can come to take that tree out, and then we can ultimately get the fence fixed.
So you need about a couple more weeks.
At least, yes.
All right. All right. Thank you for
Would
your
you like
honesty.
to speak to Mr. Peterson?
No, it's okay. Thank you for your honesty.
Okay.
All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and rule on this case now. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250604456. I'm going to go ahead and give you an additional 2 weeks to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee today, and that's it.
Okay, ma'am, that won't be long enough because Brightview's not going to be able to come until the 19th. That's at least 3 weeks away.
Okay, yeah, that's why I asked you how much in another 2 weeks. So the 19th, they're coming for sure, right? Okay.
As sure as they've been, that's the date that they told us they would be able to come. Now, you know, I'm going off of what they're telling me.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and give a full, then 30 days.
30 days?
Okay, let me go ahead and re-rule on that. For case number CE 250604456, I'll go ahead and give you 30 days to go ahead and come in compliance with just still the $80 administration fee for today.
I greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Next case, item number 2 under table cases. Case number CE 25020093. Mr. Michael Lucas.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, yes, one moment, sir. So the property was cited by former code compliance officer Juan Lopez on February 13, 2025 for code section violation 6-531 subsection J12 for the buildings or structures subject to the 4-year certification requirements of Miami-Dade County. The notice of violation was mailed, regular, and certified by former code officer Juan Lopez on February 13, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, we do have a primary application on file, which is 24010170, which is currently in apply status. Per my knowledge, there were other permits that needed to be submitted and approved prior for this permit to be approved. So we have here the owner here to explain more that the circumstance of specifically what's going on.
Thank you. Please state your full name and the address.
Michael Lucas, 7860 Southwest 182 Terrace, Palmetto Bay, Florida, 33157.
Thank you. And do you have a testimony you'd like to share?
Well, I'm guilty of hiring the wrong engineer for this project. The buildings themselves are all in compliance. The problem is the lighting for the parking lots. Needed additional lighting. The street lighting that was there is not sufficient. And so I hired the engineer back in March of 24. And a week later, I met with the electrician. We went unit to unit, pulled off all of the panels, made sure there weren't any double taps on any of the surfaces, to make sure everything inside each of the buildings was fine. Took pictures of all of that. This particular engineer basically sat on this entire project for 6 months, and then I threatened to file a lawsuit against him, at which case he finally got us the information that we needed for being able to order or set up the correct lights that are going to be needed for the parking. Went ahead and applied for the permits, got the permits, the lights are now installed. We had to change the main meter cans because there were 4 unit meters, and we needed at least 5, which we went to a 6 meter can, and did that on both of the buildings. So this way, that was done back in June of last year. just to be prepared for all of this. And this guy had just been dragging his feet on getting us the information we needed for the lighting. We now have all of the lightings installed. We pulled a permit last week to for them to approve the lighting, and we had to put a special permit out just for a 30-day temporary so we can turn the lighting on so the inspector could do the inspection and do the final. I've been in touch with the City of Homestead Building Department nonstop on this all the way through the entire process. And as of this point, all the lights are in. They're going to turn the power on tomorrow. Or actually, they said they'll probably do it today. And then we're going to take, because they're photogenic lights, they shut off during the daytime. We're going to take pictures at night of all of the lights in the parking lot, have them measured, and then get that to the city building department in order to get that finalized and closed out.
Appreciate you taking the effort to get the permits needed. Lopez, you said that he's gone ahead and applied for the permits. Is there any that he's missing?
Well, as far as I know, that will be up to the development services to make that final determination. I do know that there are other permits apply after that certification, which are 2 electrical permits that I'm assuming has to be done with the meters that the owner here is assuming. So this gave me reason to believe that it's going on the right track.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I also went over to the building department this morning to get the finals on those 2. They need a separate permit for the 2 panels for the meters, and I got the final on that today. Went over to the building or the utility department, paid for the service to have electric service turned on, which is going to be done today, and then now the inspector can go out and finalize everything.
So how long would you say you would need? How much time?
I would say we should have everything done within a week. All we need to do is take pictures. The electrician told me he talked with the building inspector. The inspector said because they're, the lights have to be on at night for them to do the readings, to go ahead and take pictures of all the parking lots with the lights on it and get that to him, and then he'll finalize the permit, and then everything's done.
Awesome, thank you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and rule on this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-20093. I'm going to go ahead and grant the 1 week to come into compliance and just with an $80 administration fee today.
Great,
All
thank
right?
you very much.
Thank you.
Next case, item number 6, under civil citation, Code Officer Palmer, case number CE 25070484, Lady Blanco.
The citation was issued to Lady Blanco. Violator was cited on July 29, 2025 for code section violations 23.5-5, improper garbage disposal, service of the citation was mail certified and the property was posted. The citation has not been paid. The violation was corrected by the Solid Waste Department. The posting was July 29, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Please state your full name and address. Do you need a translator? Okay, translator?
Yes, right here. Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you. Adelante, señora. Su nombre, por favor.
Sí, mi nombre es Lice Nieto, yo soy la dueña de la propiedad. Y entonces,
No la escucho. Can you get her closer to the microphone?
mi nombre es Lisette Nieto.
¿Puede acercarse? ¿Su nombre es qué?
Lisette Nieto.
¿Cuál sería su nombre, señora?
Lisette Nieto.
Lisette Nieto.
Can you ask her if she's the owner?
¿Usted es la dueña?
Sí, soy la dueña de la propiedad.
Yes, I'm the owner of the property.
Can you ask her to state her address?
Díganos cuál es su dirección bien despacio para tomar nota correctamente.
15 Southwest 15 TH Terra, Hunter, Florida 33030.
15 Southwest 15th Terrace, Homestead, Florida 33030, Your Honor.
Can you please ask her what is her relationship to Lady Blanco? Who is that person?
¿Cuál es su relación con la señora Lady Blanco? ¿Cuál es su relación con esa persona?
Lady Blanco es la que me renta la propiedad.
Lady Blanco is the lady who rents that property from me.
Okay, we can continue.
Podemos continuar.
Does she have a statement she wants to share?
¿Tiene alguna declaración que nos quisiera compartir con nosotros? Haga pausas en su declaración, por favor, para que la pueda interpretar fielmente.
You want to say it again?
¿Nos quiere decir algo sobre este tema? Por favor, una declaración que nos quiere hacer sobre esta infracción y por favor haga pausas en su respuesta para que le pueda interpretar.
No, que en este caso nosotros no sabíamos que no se podía votar ahí porque no hay ningún cartel que lo prohíba. Y entonces cuando
Well,
recibimos-
in this case, we didn't know we were able to do that as it was so stated.
Has she talked to Palmer, Mr. Palmer?
¿Ha hablado con el señor Palmer, ha hablado con él?
no sé quién es.
I don't know who he is.
She got this violation 30 days. She had 30 days. What did she do when she first got this violation?
¿Qué es lo que hizo usted cuando por primera vez se dio cuenta que había una infracción? Ha tenido ya 30 días.
Ella me llamó y me dijo que le habían dejado este papel. Yo fui, lo recogí y me presenté hoy como era la cita.
I called her and she gave me the paper concerning this matter, and then I came here today for this hearing.
Okay, if I may, interpreter, could you please let the property owner know that her tenant, who unfortunately acts on behalf of the property owner as her tenant, illegally dumped trash at another property. Subsequently, when the code department figured out that this trash belonged from her tenant, that was why she was cited. As a property owner, she's responsible for the actions of her tenant. Unfortunately, could you let her know that that's the circumstances that's presented before us today?
Para usted conozca las circunstancias, parece que la basura que su inquilina puso en otra propiedad es la basura de ella después que el Departamento de Códigos y de Infracciones y de Edificios y de Zonificación se dio cuenta que esa basura venía de la señora Blanco, que por eso es que hicimos esa infracción, que no podía hacer eso, para que usted sepa, y por eso que le mandamos a usted la información. Usted como la dueña es responsable por lo que haga su inquilina, por favor, para que usted lo sepa.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Let her know that there's a fine of $500 and that needs to be paid.
Hay una multa de $500, eso hay que pagarse.
So I'm going to go ahead and rule on this case.
Voy a dictar en este caso.
I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-70484. Violation of 500 to still be paid with an $80 administration fee today.
La infracción es el caso CE 25070484. La multa es $500 y $80 más para lo que es la costa de lo que es administrar todo este proceso. Y eso hay que pagarlo hoy día.
Y déjame hacer una pregunta. Por primera vez que
A question. This is the first time that this has happened.
Adelante.
Yo pienso
Sí,
que,
hable por favor.
sí, gracias. Yo pienso que como es
Yes,
primera
thank you.
vez, no teníamos conocimiento de que esto pudiese pasar, porque ahí todo el mundo echaba toda la basura. A ponernos esto, ya nosotros, en el caso de ella, sabe que no lo puede hacer más, ¿no? Y a mí me parece que no sería tan justo de ponernos una multa tan alta si nosotros no tenemos conocimiento, porque ahí toda esa basura no es de ella solamente.
This is the first time this has happened, and we were unaware of this taking place. It seems to me it is unjust to fine us in this manner for that kind of money when we had no idea that this was an issue and this was something that could not be done.
Interpreter, if you could please let her know that within the 30-day appeal period, had her tenant removed the trash themselves or the property owner on behalf of the tenant, then that would have taken into consideration. But in this case, the officer testified that the city's solid waste department had to remove the trash. Unfortunately, at that point in time, in juncture, within the 30-day threshold, the property owner nor the tenant showed any remorse nor any try to clarify or rectify the situation. Rather, at that point, that's why we're here today in this case. And it is the recommendation of the city to not reduce the citation.
Por eso estamos aquí hoy, porque durante los 30 días que tenían de prórroga para que su inquilina o usted mismo, como la dueña de la propiedad, debiera de haber hecho la limpieza indicada de toda esa basura que estaba ahí. El departamento de escombros sólidos tuvo que recoger toda esa basura y se encargó de hacer eso, y es por eso que durante los 30 días que no hicieron nada, y veo que no tienen ningún remordimiento por lo que haya sucedido, y es por eso que la multa existe y se está aplicando el día de hoy.
It's already been ruled. That's it.
Ya hemos dictaminado todo esto, ya eso es todo. El fallo es firme y positivo.
Gracias.
De nuevo, es un fallo firme.
Next case, item 7, under new business, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2505-0184, Gustavo Adolfo Mejía Montoya.
Buenas tardes.
Gustavo, dame un momentico.
Caballero, le hace falta un intérprete.
I have little English. Maybe not understand me completely or maybe no understand completely or more better.
Would you prefer having an interpreter? ¿Prefieres tener un intérprete?
Sí, mejor.
Okay, no problem.
Mejor.
Yes, it would be better. Se acerca al micrófono, por favor.
Sí, aquí.
Yes. it's
Un
fine.
momentico. The property was
momentico.
cited on May 15, 2025 for code sections violation 6-36 for non-permitted work for the mini split AC unit and 19-1-19-6 maintaining a public nuisance. That's complied. Notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on May 15, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on July 8th and July 31st, 2025, with posting on July 9th and July 31st, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 14, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Interpreter, please ask him to his full name and address.
Su nombre completo y su dirección. La dirección bien despacio, por favor.
Gustavo Adolfo Mejía Montoya,
Gustavo Adolfo Mejía Montoya,
535 Southwest 4 Avenida, Homestead, Florida 33030.
535 Southwest 4th Avenue, Homestead, Florida 33030, Your Honor.
Does he have a testimony he'd like to share?
¿Usted tiene algún testimonio, alguna declaración que nos quiera compartir?
Sí, él tenía, había cambié unos aires que tenía de cajón por mini split.
I changed some air conditioning that I had and put them in better.
Ya recibí la carta de la violación y
I got the letter concerning the violation.
estoy tratando de
No lo escucho, hable más cerca del micrófono, más alto.
Estoy tratando de arreglar las violaciones y, o sea, es muy poquito tiempo el que tengo. Ya tengo alguien.
I'm trying to arrange to get over the violations. It's a very short period of time that I've had.
Ask him, has he applied for the permits? What is he doing to try to fix it?
¿Qué está tratando para arreglar el tema? ¿Ha hecho una solicitud para el permiso, por favor, señor?
Sí, no, el mes pasado me hicieron una cita y o sea, una muchacha que me está ayudando con estos permisos con la ciudad ha pedido documentación a la ciudad y son bastante demorados. O sea, y la ciudad le ha mandado planos y cosas, pero se demoran más de 20 días en llegarle a ella para tramitarlo. O sea, yo lo que quisiera es más tiempo para arreglar los permisos de esta violación.
Yes, last month, in fact, I did get an appointment, and I have a lady who's actually helping me get the appointment, but that department is very slow. They take about 20 days in order to handle these permits that I have applied for. I just simply need more time.
Thank you for your honesty. I'll go ahead and rule on
Gracias
this.
por ser tan transparente. Voy a dictar.
Did they tell him how much time he needed?
¿Le han indicado cuánto tiempo más va a necesitar, caballero?
Pues unos 45 días si es posible.
They've told me some 45 days, if that would be possible.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and rule on it. I do find a
Voy a
violation
dictar
of,
entonces en esto.
I do find violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50184. I'll go ahead and give him the 45 days to come into compliance with an $80 administration fine today.
Muy bien, voy a dictar que en el caso CE 25010184 le voy a otorgar al señor 45 días de prórroga para que arregle este tema de las infracciones y además de eso voy a imponer un costo del tribunal administrativo de $80, por favor. Eso es lo que hay que pagar para el día de hoy, señor.
Correcto.
Correct.
Next case, item number 5, under table, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 25040144, Sergio Rodríguez, Ivonne Tamara Rodríguez.
This property was cited on April 11, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work, which is for a rear terrace. Notice of violation and summons to appear were mailed via certified mail and posted April 11th and June 10th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore, the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is still in violation. I took the photographs April 8th, 2025. As of today, there's a permit on file, permit number 25070001. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Please state your full name and address.
Sergio Rodriguez, 756 Northeast 33rd Terrace.
Thank you. And do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yeah, as soon as we got the notice of violation, we went ahead and hired a architect to do all the plans, all the calculations. I submitted all the paperwork needed to the City of Homestead. I've been approved already by a structural. I'm waiting on zoning and building. They already have all the comments that they sent me. I went ahead and sent the revisions for the whatever they ask, and I'm just waiting for them to get my permit and do all the modification I have to do on the terrace to get it on, in code compliance.
All right. Thank you for coming in, trying to work to get everything done correctly. The permits are in. When were they put in?
The beginning of July.
Okay, so I get it. All right, well, I'll go ahead and, you just need more time.
Yeah, at least 60 days so I can get all the permit approved and get all my corrections done at the house.
Okay, thank you for your honesty. All right, so I'll go ahead and rule in this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-40144. I'll go ahead and give you the 60 days to come into compliance with just an $80 administration fee today.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Next case, item 14, under new business. Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2506-0183, Pedro Díaz Hernández Miletis Palma.
The property was cited on June 11, 2025 for code sections violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the front door, that's complied. Terrace and slab, 6-206 and 6-207 for the fence, that's complied. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on June 11, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on June 11, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on June 10, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, permit number 18070007 for the fence is complied. Permit number 22090248 for the front door is complied. Permit number 25070613 for the terrace and the slab is in applied status as of July 28, 2025.
Hello. Please state your full name and address. Do you need an interpreter?
Pedro Díaz Hernández.
Do you need an interpreter?
Sí, yes.
Okay, interpreter.
Yes, right here.
Y Pedro Díaz
Pedro Díaz Hernández. Pedro Díaz Hernández.
218 Southway 15 Terra, Homestead, Florida 33030.
218 Southwest 15th Terrace, Your Honor, Homestead, Florida, 33030, Your Honor.
Does he have a testimony he wants to share?
Señor, ¿usted tiene alguna declaración o testimonio que nos quisiera compartir?
No, solo que ya tengo el número de permiso y todo, pero está en el proceso y necesito más tiempo, tú sabes.
Well, only that I do have these permits and these approvals in process. I just need more time for completion and compliance.
Ask him how much time is he needed.
¿Como cuánto tiempo más necesita, caballero?
Yo diría 60 días.
I'd say some 60 days, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll go ahead and rule on this case then. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60183. I'll go ahead and give him that 60 days to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee today.
Le voy a dar al caballero los 60 días dictando el fallo sobre el caso CE 2506-0183. Lo único que hay que pagar hoy de los 60, que estamos dando la prórroga de 60 días, es $80 por un costo administrativo. Eso es todo por hoy.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Next case, item number 3, under table cases, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 2504-0126, Michelle Abreu and John C. Griffin.
This property was cited April 9, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work, rear terrace. A notice of violation and summons to appear were mailed via certified mail and posted April 10th and June 10th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is still in violation. I took the photographs April 8, 2025. As of today, there's a permit on file, permit number 25050263. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Hello.
Hello,
Please state your full name and address.
my name is Michelle, last name is Abreu, and the address is 786 Northeast 33rd Terrace.
Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes, so we went ahead and got our violation, and right away we submitted all paperwork that was needed that the city asked for. We worked with an engineer and an architect, submitted all information that was needed. I did get electrical approved, I did get structural approved, and I am just waiting for the building and the zoning as of now. So I think I would need at least 60 days to get that approved and make sure that everything is compliant.
Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for taking the time to make those, to come everything into compliance. And okay, so I'm glad the permits are in. I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-40126. I'll go ahead and give you the 60 days with just an $80 administration fee today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next case, under table cases, item number 4, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 2504-0129, Luis Gonzalez Quintero.
This property was cited April 9, 2025, for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work, rear terrace. Notice of violation and summons to appear were mailed via certified mail and posted April 10th and June 10th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property remains in violation. I took the photographs April 8, 2025. As of today, there's a permit on file, permit number 25040761. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Please state your name, your full name, and the address.
Yes, Luis Gonzalez, 776 Northeast 33rd Terrace, Homestead, Florida 33033.
Thank you. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes, as soon as we got the code compliance notice, we started working on it. Got with an architect, an engineer, submitted the permits. It's a lengthy process. We're still working on it to try to get the permit approval and get everything in compliance and then get the final inspection. We're asking if we can get 60 more days.
Thank you for your honesty and for getting everything to come into compliance. All right. I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-40129. I'll go ahead and grant the 60 days with just an $80 administration fee for today. Right.
Next case, under previously heard, Code Officer Valencia, Item number 7. Case number CE 25030096, Builder Ingenium LLC.
Buenos días. Buenas tardes.
Hello. This is a affidavit of non-compliance case. It was cited for code sections 6-206 and 6-207, erecting and maintaining a fence without a permit. The case was heard on May 22 of 2025, and they were given until July 7 of 2025 to comply. The affidavit of non-compliance was posted on 8/14 of 2025. I took the photographs on 3/15 of 2025 and 8/14 of 2025. The photos currently represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
As of today, no permit, we don't have no permits on file.
Does she need an interpreter?
Sí, por favor.
¿Necesita intérprete, señora?
Sí, por favor.
Please state your
Yes,
full
please.
name and address.
Díganos su nombre con apellidos y su dirección bien despacio.
Sí, mi nombre es Paola Rodríguez. La dirección es 2355 East 24 CT, Homestead, Florida 33035.
Can you ask her what the name of
My
the...
address is 3355 East 24th Street, Homestead, Florida 33035. And repita su nombre, por favor.
Paola Rodríguez.
Paola Rodríguez.
Can you ask her what the name of the company she has the property under?
¿Cuál es el nombre de la empresa bajo lo cual usted tiene la propiedad bajo ese título?
Sí,
¿Cómo se llama esa empresa?
La compañía se llama Builder Ingenium LLC. El nombre del representante Mauricio Carranza. Yo soy su agente inmobiliario. Me autorizó para poder venir hoy.
It's Builders LLC, and the representative is Mauricio Carranza, Your Honor, C-A-R-R-A-N-Z-A.
Does she have power of attorney?
¿Usted tiene un poder por parte de esa empresa?
Sí.
Show it to the
Yes.
attorney, please.
Muéstraselo, por favor, al abogado, si fuera tan gentil.
Okay. She is standing.
Sí, tiene ese derecho.
Okay. Can you ask her if she has a testimony she wants to share?
¿Usted tiene algún testimonio, alguna declaración que nos quisiera compartir?
Sí, mi cliente contrató una compañía que lo estafó y tuvo que contratar otra y ya tenemos el permiso aprobado.
Well, my client, he hired one company and we had to replace them, hired another company, and we do have a permit in order for us to move forward.
Ms. Valencia, do you see that permit?
No, I don't see the permit. Can I see the...
¿Puedo ver el permiso que usted presentó?
So she applied, and this is just like a submitter number.
Ella tiene un permiso que ha presentado. Este es solamente el número de lo que es la solicitud.
Okay, so she has a payment that she made yesterday. I will have to
Tiene un
verify
pago que
with
hizo
the
ayer.
city.
tendría que verificarlo con la ciudad. Hizo un pago ayer.
Can you, I mean, this was given back May 22nd, and she, or that person needed to, was given to July 7th. Did somebody communicate with Ms. Valencia to update all this?
So, correction on the notice of violation that was posted was on the 3/13 of 2025, Special Master. Yes, I've been in contact with Ms. Rodriguez since that day that she sent me the power of attorney. But of course, on the day of the hearing, that we had the first hearing, no one appearing here. But after that, they've been in contact with me. So it looks like they obtained the permit. Like I say, I would have to verify that with the building department. And because they were given until 7/7/25 to comply. And now I guess she paid yesterday. That was after the deadline.
Tenían una prórroga hasta el día 7 de julio para cumplir con todo esto, no lo hicieron. Esto fue después de la fecha límite que le hemos dado y pagó esta plata ayer. Tendría que verificar si está cumpliendo con el requisito.
When I checked this morning, I didn't see nothing in the system, so one of my coworkers is going to verify that unless you want to call the next case.
So you
Cuando
can come back to
mire,
this one?
esta mañana dice que uno de mis colegas está verificando si es que el pago sí se hizo y lo demás puede ser que usted quiera que llame otro caso mientras tanto.
Because this is affidavit non-compliant, so they were in violation.
La infracción ya existe, que no han cumplido con el requisito.
Even though if they made the payment and the permit was obtained, they were still in violation.
To further add what Officer Valencia is
Esto sigue
advising,
estando fuera de lo que es cumplir con la infracción. No han hecho eso.
to further add to what Officer Valencia is advising, basically, even if the property owner applied for the permit today, they would still be in violation of the original order, which means they should have obtained the permit prior to that date, right? So in this case, the city is requesting that the fines be ratified, and the property owner can then mitigate the fees after the fact once they do have the approved issued permit.
Cuando ya tengan la aprobación del permiso, pueden entonces pedir que se disminuya lo que sería la multa en cuanto a este caso, pero no cumplieron con esto antes del día 7 de julio, como fue la orden que les dieron y el límite que le dieron para presentar el permiso, y no lo hicieron. Así que pueden presentar el permiso después de esa fecha, pero aún a pesar de que no han cumplido con eso, tendrían que ver si pueden disminuir un poco la multa en cuanto a esto.
So I was informed that they submit the permit on August 12th of 2025. It was approved, but it doesn't show that it's been approved. And they haven't had any final on the fence. So because if they made the payment yesterday, it's gonna take 24 to 48 hours to reflect that in our system. So, but she needs to get a final on that one. So.
Necesita lo que es una aprobación final de lo que ellos presentaron el 12 de agosto del 25 en cuanto al permiso. Normalmente esos pagos demoran de 24 a 48 horas para verificar que se haya hecho. Van a necesitar lo que es la aprobación final y definitiva sobre este caso para todo esto.
And just so that I have the date correct, it's going back as May 22nd?
Yes.
Para que tenga la fecha correcta, esto fue a partir del 22 de mayo.
So the case was heard on May 22nd, and they were given until 7/7 of 2025. However, they got cited back in March 13 of 2025.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll this. You can let her know there is going to be a daily fine going back as of July 7th, and it's going to be $200 per day going back as of July 7th.
Va a haber una multa a diario o cotidiana de $200 comenzando con el 7 de julio en adelante. Y lo otro es que el 22 de mayo tuvo una sesión y en esa audiencia le dieron hasta el día 7 de julio para cumplir con el requisito, cosa que no se hizo. A pesar de que el permiso sí se ha presentado y se pagó ayer, pero esta infracción existe desde el 13 de marzo del 2025.
So I'm gonna go ahead and rule on this now. I just want her to
Voy a
understand
dictar,
what's happening.
voy a dictar entonces el fallo ahorita para que ella entienda lo que esté pasando.
Sí, puedo.
Go ahead.
Adelante.
Lamentablemente mi cliente no vive en Estados Unidos y la persona que le hizo la cerca le dijo que le iba a arreglar todo. Y pues ya cuando nos dimos cuenta nos tocó contratar otra compañía y por esa razón pensamos que él sí había arreglado el permiso en julio. Y por esa razón yo ahora tomé, digamos, poderlo ayudar. Y le tocó volver a pagar, hacer la instalación de la cerca y ya esta compañía pues sí, digamos que sí le pudo ayudar y le tramitó el permiso.
Well, the company was supposed to build the fence, and my client does live overseas, so this is going back to July that they claimed that they were going to be filing a permit for it, and they had to change companies and get another company to do this because they weren't doing anything. And that's the situation that we're in.
I understand, and I thank for honesty, but it's still part of being an owner, and this is going back as of May. This is not recent, and then it was previously heard. They had to come back to July 7th. She's applied, but the fine is still going to be there.
Como dueños tienen el deber de haber hecho esto. Esto sigue desde mayo. Tuvieron una audiencia el día 7 de julio, que no han cumplido con nada de todo eso. Es el deber de ustedes de cumplir con todo esto. Y ahora voy a dictar el fallo sobre esto.
I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-30096 to have a daily fine of $200 a day going back as of July 7th and an $80 administration fee.
Dicto que en el caso CE 2503-0096, que dicto que están en la infracción por la ciudad de Homestead, y voy entonces a pedir una multa de $200 al día, contando desde el 7 de julio en adelante, y aparte de eso, de esa multa, va a haber un costo administrativo de $80 que hay que pagarlo.
Gracias.
Next case. Item number 6, under previously heard, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 2408-0108, Joana Reyes Damián López.
Hi, good afternoon.
This is a affidavit on non-compliance case. And it was cited for 6-206 and 6-207, erecting and maintaining a fence without a permit. 6-36, failure to obtain a permit required by code for work done on premises. And the work was a driveway, windows, exterior door without a permit. The case was heard on 10/3 of 2024, and they were given until 1/6 of 2025 to comply. The notice of violation was mailed on 8/2/2024. The affidavit of non-compliance was posted on 8/14 of 25. And I took the photograph on those days. The photos for and represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
They applied for windows and doors permit on November 25 of 2024, for a fence permit on November 24, 2024, and a driveway permit on 11/24 of 2024. Nothing has been done after that.
Please state your full name and address.
Johanna Reyes, 1295 Southeast 9th Place, Homestead, Florida, 33035.
Thank you. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes. I was trying to save a little bit of money, and I tried to do it myself, the permits, and I didn't submit the plans or the survey how it was being requested. So when I got the notice that additional information was being requested, I hired someone because I don't know how to do plans, or I didn't have the survey from when I purchased the property. So at the end, that person, I paid them $1,000. They were supposed to do everything. When I got the second notice for the violation, I called them, they haven't answered. So I came here, and the lady from the permit department was so nice and explained to me step by step what I had to do. I actually had to contact the surveyor that did the survey when we purchased the house. They sent me the survey, so I was able to handle that. I kind of did like a plan of everything that we did, and we resubmitted the permits with the correct information. At this point, I went to the office again and got confirmation that they received everything, so it's being reviewed. And for the windows and doors, I got the link to pay the permit already, so I'm waiting on the other two, the fence and the driveway, so they can review it and do the inspection and whatever steps. But yes, that's where we stand.
But you were given already additional time to January 6th, you said, Ms. Valencia?
Correct.
We did the permit in November, but I didn't submit or the right information or the plans or the steps that they were, so I hired someone before the deadline. Apparently that person never did anything, so I just realized this. I don't live in the property, I have it rented out, and then we had to do everything again.
This is going back January. We're in September now.
I know.
Okay, so, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and rule on this case. I do find, wait, let me make sure. Ms. Valencia, the date was January 6th?
Yeah, they were given until January 6, 2025 to comply.
Okay.
My husband has been in contact and with the inspector, and he explained everything that happened. I don't know.
I understand.
At this point, I feel frustrated because.
Well, hopefully this will be the last time you're here, right?
Yes.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and rule on this case. I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 240-80108. I'm going to go ahead and give a daily fine going back as of January 6th of $200 a day with an $8 administration fee.
I'm sorry, I don't know how I'm going to pay that. I don't have that money yet. We don't have that money.
So once you comply with the violation, you could apply for a lien reduction and mitigation, and at that point in time, the city can assist you in reducing the fine amount, but you first need to comply with the violation at hand. Once you do that, then you can come back and we can help you with that, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Joanna, I will talk to you in a minute.
Next case, under new business, item 16, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2506-0207, Eliud Swadowski.
The property was cited on June 12, 2025 for Code Sections Violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the front door. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on June 12, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on June 12, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on June 11, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master Permit Number 25060571 for the front door is in apply status as of June 27, 2025.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Ignacio Duran. I'm here in place of my mom, Elise Sudowski, and my address is 211 Southwest 15th Road, Homestead, Florida 33030.
Can you state your full name again, please?
Ignacio Duran.
Okay. We're reviewing you have power of attorney?
Yes.
Okay, give me a second. Okay. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes. So when we received the violation, we did go ahead and try to submit for the permit. Unfortunately, we were missing a few documents. We went ahead and resubmitted it again on the 14th. I believe we may have gotten all of the proper documents. It's just pending approval, I believe, from structural.
Okay, thank you for your honesty and for trying to come in compliance. Okay, so you put in the permits already in? How much time do they state how much time you need?
No, I don't believe they've given us a time. With the last time we submitted it, as they said, was on the 14th. I checked online. It still just says pending.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and rule on this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60207. I'll go ahead and give you 60 days to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee today.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next case under table cases, item number 1, Code Officer Valencia. She stepped out. Next case, under new business, item 9, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2506-0096, Ana Gomez, JTRS, and Walter Gomez, JTRS.
The property was cited on June 8th, 2025 for code sections violations 15-255 for noncompliance with window coverings, 30-433 for having a commercial vehicle on the property. This matter has been resolved and is now in compliance. 6-271 and 6-272 for the house number not being clearly visible from the street. This issue has been corrected and is now in compliance. 6-36 non-permitted work for the front door. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on June 8th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on June 8th, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on June 3rd and August 27, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master Permit number 25080786 for the front door is in applied status as of August 26, 2025.
Perfect.
Buenas tardes.
Does she need an interpreter?
Sí.
Okay.
¿Necesita interpretación? Yes.
All right, please state your full name and address.
Díganos su nombre con apellidos y su dirección de espacio.
Ana Gómez, 1660, Southwest 4th Street, Homestead, Florida 33030.
Ana Gomez, 1660 Southwest 4th Street, Homestead, Florida 33030, Your Honor.
Does she have a testimony she'd like to share?
¿Usted tiene algún testimonio que nos quisiera compartir?
Sí, hicimos un cambio de una puerta de enfrente de mi casa y no sabíamos que había que sacar un permiso, pero ya sometimos el permiso. Ya está sometido.
Well, we had to change the front door, and as we did that, we didn't know we had to get a permit for it, but we did apply for the permit in order to properly change the door.
All right, thank you, and for getting all the permits and everything in place. She just needs
Gracias
more
por
time.
hacer todo eso y que los permisos estén en orden.
¿Cómo es?
Gracias por hacer esa actividad de conseguir el permiso para que todo eso vaya a estar en orden.
Okay, gracias.
She just needs more
Okay,
time.
thank you. Solamente necesita más tiempo, ¿es así?
Sí, como está sometido no sabemos qué tiempo se va a tardar. No puedo decir cuánto tiempo.
Yes, because we don't know how long it's going to take and can't tell you how long that's going to be.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and rule it right now on this case. So I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60096 to give her 60 days to come into compliance with just an $80 administration fee today.
Bien, entonces voy a dictar el fallo a la infracción de la ciudad de, contra la ciudad de Homestead en el caso CE 200, el número 6, 0096. Le voy a dar un 60 días de aplazamiento para que haga eso durante ese tiempo y el día de hoy tendrá que pagar el costo administrativo de $80. Será todo por hoy.
Está bien, gracias.
That's fine, thank you.
Next case, under table cases, item number 1, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 2205-0025, Ana and Daniela Mendoza.
Buenas tardes. I know a little bit English, but I prefer to later, if you don't mind. Gracias.
¿Necesita intérprete, señora?
Sí, por favor.
Yes, please.
Please state your full name and address.
Ana Milena
Díganos su
Mendoza.
nombre con apellidos y su dirección de espacio, por favor.
Ana Milena Mendoza, 1002 South East, 23 Avenida, Homestead, Florida, 33035.
Does she have a testimony she wants to share?
It's
Special Master.
It's 1002 Southeast 23rd Avenue, Homestead, Florida, and I didn't get the zip code. Your
Special
Honor.
Master, let me say my testimony first.
Okay.
Okay.
Puedo dar mi testimonio.
The property was cited on 5/2 of 2022. Service of the notice of violation was received on 5/4 of 2022. It was cited for code section 29-61, cutting or removing the trees without an issue permit. 6-206 and 6-207, erecting and maintaining a fence without a permit. And for 6-36, failing to obtain any permit required by code for work done on the premises. And what they did, it was a terrace at the rear of the property. The property is in violation. I took the photographs on 8/14 of 2025 and on 5/2 of 2022. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
So just to give you a little background on this property, like I said, it was cited on 2022. I've been in contact with Ms. Mendoza since then. She paid a contractor, and the contractor left, or a permit runner, I wanted to say, did not do anything about this. Told her that he was going to apply, they were going to do everything for her, and nothing was done. He is one of the permit runners that he did that to many residents here in the city of Homestead, and that's why we're here. I gave her extra additional extension, and I believe she found somebody else now that is going to work on her case. I explained to her that I cannot hold this case anymore, so that's why we're here.
Can I?
And in reference to the fence permit, that is the only one that has been complied. Permit 22060181. So the only thing that we are pending is with the tree and canopy or the terrace.
Okay. So, she already stated her name. Does she have a testimony she wants to share?
Sí, gracias.
¿Usted tiene algún testimonio que nos quiera compartir? Yes, thank you.
Okay, yo contraté diferentes compañías. Desafortunadamente, todo el mundo me ha defraudado.
me robaron el dinero. Durante ese
I
tiempo,
did contact, perdón, un momento, señor, un momento. I contacted different companies, and all of them cheated me. They defrauded me. They just took my money. Adelante.
he tenido problemas muy delicados de salud, cáncer, tumores y hace 2 semanas un preinfarto. Estoy aquí por la gracia de Dios. Por eso me atreví a contratar nuevamente compañías y volví y me pasó lo mismo.
I
Tengo
went
todas
ahead
las
and
pruebas.
contacted a company that was going to be honest and do the job for me. See?
Tengo todas las pruebas de médicos y todo lo que he tratado de sacar adelante esto para salir bien. Ahora sí
I
me
have
dan la
all the proof
oportunidad.
concerning the doctor. Perdón, por favor. I have all the proof of all the doctors and everything to show that what I'm telling you is the truth from the doctors. Siga, por favor.
Yo nunca he hecho esto. Quisiera saber si puedo hacerlo yo misma.
I've never done this before, and I was trying to see if I could do this on my own.
Ya no
Perdón?
tengo de dónde. En
I don't
referencia
have
al
any more
árbol,
money.
Yo
As far as the tree's
honestamente
concerned,
nunca lo vi porque cuando esto pasó yo estaba hospitalizada. La persona que
and
contraté es la misma persona que hizo todo en el condominio y por buena fe hice que mientras yo estaba en el hospital. So, bueno,
I was
cuando
in
vine
the hospital
nuevamente,
while
esto
this
ya
tree.
estaba hecho.
Perdón, señora, perdón. And while I was hospitalized, all this activity going on with the tree was taking place with the people that had been hired to do this. I was unaware.
Esto estaba ya hecho, so no puedo decirles si había o no, porque cuando yo recibí la casa, yo estaba ya en el hospital.
I don't know if they did get a permit or not, because when all this happened and I got the letter, I was in the hospital.
Aquí tengo todas las pruebas de mi salud, de los hospitales, de mis tumores, de la semana, hace 3 semanas tuve un preinfarto y aquí estoy tratando de solucionar mi problema.
I am trying to solve my problem, and I have here all the proof concerning my health and everything that went on concerning this matter.
Thank you for your honesty, and sorry all the things that you've gone through health-wise. What is left here, she has got approved for certain permits, but what is left is trees and the awning, right? So has she applied for that?
Correct. So yes, not for the tree
Sí,
removal,
no,
but
sentimos lo que ha pasado a usted, señora, pero su honradez también. Lo que nos falta es el permiso para el árbol y también la cobertura de la ventana.
it's not
¿Ha hecho
the
solicitud para todo esto?
it's not the windows. It's a terrace at the rear. Interpreter.
Ay, perdón, no es las ventanas, ni la cobertura, ni el capó de las ventanas, es la terraza.
I've been in communication with her since the day that she got cited. She explained to me everything that she was going through, and that's why I let this go all this time. However, can you ask her about Carlos, the general contractor, that he said that he was going to help her? Because now she is saying that she wants to pull the permit on her own.
Ella quiere tratar de poner permiso por su propia cuenta. ¿Nos puede aclarar un poco el asunto de este Carlos, que es un contratista general, porque nos ha indicado que usted quiere hacer eso por su propia cuenta? ¿Qué va a suceder con el Carlos?
No. Carlos es una persona que yo conozco. Como yo estaba recién salida del hospital, le pedí por favor que me averiguara por mis problemas de salud. Pero esto yo necesito hacerlo sola porque no puedo pagarle a nadie más para que me siga robando. So, quiero aprender y hacerlo yo. Esta vez, con todo esto que yo tengo.
I want to learn and do this correctly if I can. Carlos is someone that my family put me in contact with while I was still hospitalized. I want to do this correctly and do it on my own.
And are you going to need someone to help you? You're going to need
Pero van
someone
a
to
necesitar
help you.
alguien que le ayude. Van a necesitar alguien que le ayude,
Yes,
señor.
we talk in the past. We have spoken in the past, and I give you guidance on that.
So I can do it by myself?
You won't be able to do by yourself the one for the canopy.
No
You can try.
puede hacer eso
You can
puede
try.
tratar, pero no puede hacer eso por su propia cuenta. Puede tratar de hacerlo en cuanto a lo que es la cobertura para lo que es la ventana.
Interpreter, is the terrace
Yes,
at the ear, no windows, please.
En la terraza, no la ventana.
¿Cuál es la solución que yo puedo tomar que me salga económica
What's the
y
solution
a
that I
mi
can
salud
take?
también? Lo tumbo.
Taking into account
¿Qué
my
puedo
health as
hacer
well.
yo como dueña?
What can I do?
We already had this conversation and it passed, but I'm going to repeat it again. You have two options.
Bueno, tiene dos opciones.
You can either legalize the terrace,
Puede poner en orden lo que es la terraza,
or you can ask for a demo permit. If you remove that, you still gotta need a permit.
Okay,
va a necesitar un permiso. Si usted necesita un permiso demo, que va a necesitar un permiso para quitarlo.
¿Puedo para mí ser más fácil tumbar o seguir con todo esto?
Would it be better for you to continue or to knock it down?
Our department is unable to make that determination for her. She would need to seek guidance from the building department who would oversee the permitting process, whether or not one process is easier than another. That would fall under the purview of the building department.
Tendría que ir al departamento de edificios y eso estaría bajo el control de ellos para que ellos le indiquen y le aconsejen en cuanto al tema y lo que tiene que hacer.
Okay, so no sé cuánto tiempo necesito para esto.
I don't know how much time I'm going to need to do that.
La verdad quiero intentar hacerlo yo sola, a ver si me sale mucho más económico y aprender, porque si busco ayuda sé que me va a volver a pasar lo mismo. Esta es la tercera vez que lo hago.
I want to try to do this on my own and see how I'm able to do this by learning about it. Because if I were to get someone else, I'm probably going to run into a fraud situation again.
So this item was previously tabled. Officer Valencia, how many times have we heard this case, or how old is the case, rather?
It's like, I wanted to say it's the second time that I tabled this case. And
Es la segunda vez
I've
que
been
ha
working with
pasado el
you
caso.
very hard. It's a case from 2022.
Yeah. Es en
El caso es a partir del 2022.
Y del 23 al 24 tuve otro contractor que me dijo que ya todo estaba cerrado. Por eso yo no me tranquilicé y durante ese tiempo tengo pruebas, he estado creo que más en el hospital que en esa casa que ni siquiera he podido disfrutar. Y esta última vez que recibí la carta, llevaba un día que había llegado del hospital por un preinfarto que tuve. No es que yo no haya querido hacer la tarea.
I hired a contractor from 23 then to 24, and nothing happened. And then they all were closed because of the COVID issue, and I was hospitalized. And then this last time, I was in the hospital, and I got the letter concerning this matter now.
While I empathize for her hardship and her unfortunate circumstances, this case has been ongoing since 2022. So it is my recommendation that we proceed with an adjudication, my apologies, and we allow some time for the property owner to get their act in order. So my recommendation is going to be an adjudication and a 90-day compliance date, which would allow them to check with Officer Valencia within their progress. As they proceed with the permitting process, whether it's demolishing or permitting the structure, if they keep the officer up to date with the progress, then they could move forward with further assisting the property owner. But I recommend an adjudication at this time.
Voy a recomendar que se dicte un fallo en este caso, aunque tengo empatía por la señora y toda la dureza y penuria por la cual ha pasado. Sí recomiendo que le demos un tiempo, como unos 90 días, para que vaya a demoler o hacer lo que quiera hacer con el proyecto y que se mantenga en comunicación con la señora, con la funcionaria Valencia en cuanto a recomendaciones y ayuda que pueda proporcionar entre ellos.
Muchas gracias.
Before I rule on this, is she clear now of the time and that what she needs to do?
Para ver, antes de dictar esto, ya está claro en cuanto a lo que tiene que hacer y el tiempo que le quedaría y lo que hay que hacer. ¿Entendió lo que tiene que hacer, señora?
Sí, pedir solución de cómo puedo solucionarlo, si tumbarlo o legalizarlo, que me sale mejor
You have to,
hacerlo yo misma, con la ayuda
you
de
have to
la
ask for
señora
a solution
Vanessa.
on this matter, whether it's to demolish it or to legalize it, as whatever it is that I'm able to do on my own.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rule on this case.
Bien. Voy a dictar en este caso entonces.
I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 220-50025. We're going to go ahead and give a 90 days for her to come into compliance within 90 days, and today we're just going to be an $80 administration fee.
Muchas gracias.
Bien, voy a dictar el fallo de la infracción de la ciudad de Homestead que se ha cometido en el caso CE 2205-0025. Le voy a otorgar 90 días de plazo para que la señora cumpla con el requisito, lo que hemos pedido, y hoy día solamente hay que pagar $80 del costo administrativo. Será todo por hoy.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Next case under new business, item number 1, Code Officer Garcia, case number CE 2305-0049, Catherine A. Warning and Larry D. Warning.
The property was cited by former Code Compliance Officer Angel Velasco on May 10, 2023 for Code Section Violation 6-206 and 6-207, erecting and maintaining a fence without a permit. A notice of violation was mailed regular and certified by former Code Officer Angel Velasco on May 10, 2023. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. Mr. Velasco took the initial photograph on May 10, 2023. And I took the follow-up photograph on August 15, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, just for a quick record, there was a fence application back in 2023, and that fence application was denied by zoning, and the application became abandoned. And there is a new application on file for this, which is 25080782. Based on the records that we have here, that application was denied today in the morning.
Thank you. Please state your full name and address.
Larry and Catherine Warning, 760 Southeast 17th Street, Homestead, Florida, 33034.
If you could please speak into the microphone. We need to make sure it's on the record. Thank you.
Larry and Catherine Warning, and it's 760 Southeast 17th Street, Homestead, Florida, 33034.
Thank you. And do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes, when we bought the house, it was new build, and the builder told us that these people were doing the fences pretty common. Most everybody in there was going with them. Our neighbor approached us and wanted to know if we wanted to share putting up a fence, and we said, sure, that's why we went ahead with it. Not realizing that we needed a permit at the time. Then when we did get the permit notice saying that we needed to get a permit, the very next day, I'm gonna let my wife speak on the timeline because she knows all this, but the next day is when she applied for the permit.
He's the brain, I do the paperwork. Yeah, we got the notice from Mr. Velasco, and the next day I downloaded all the applications and submitted them to the permit department. And I emailed him as well, saying that everything got submitted, and to let us know if there was anything else that needed to be done. And we didn't hear anything for a little over 2 years when we got the email from Mr. Garcia. I called the number on the email, and the lady told me she didn't know what I was talking about and didn't know the gentleman that I was talking about. So I thought it was just a glitch. And then when we got the summons, I knew that it was obviously there was something to it. So I called back the number again, and I got a different person, and she gave me an email. So that was when I started emailing, because they're crazy busy, and phone doesn't go anywhere, and they don't take voicemail. I found out that we needed to resubmit. They said that it expired, So we needed to resubmit with the new documentation because there was different things that were needed now in 25. I resubmitted the very next day, waiting to hear back. It's also a little difficult dealing because I actually brought it. Our emails are blocked sometimes, so it's hard to communicate. I think it's because of our last name is Warning. So we're not getting through all the time. So if I'm driving them crazy because I email like every day, that's why, because I need to hear something back that, yes, we did get it. I did receive notice on Tuesday from Lindsay that everything was received, all the documentations were in. We actually live out of state. This is a second home. We flew in yesterday. Today, I just checked the email right now, and she did say that today they didn't deny it, but it does have corrections. And I was trying to sign in to see what corrections are needed, that maybe we could even get it taken care of in person, because that's all we want to do is just get this taken care of.
Thank you, all right, for your honesty. Yes, so you just got to go ahead and correct whatever they're telling you to do. Okay.
We have no clue what that is yet, because we just got the email, and we were traveling yesterday. But she did just send it this morning, so I just checked my phone. So if they're here, we may just go do that in person.
Yeah.
Just because it's, like I said, it's easier to communicate.
Yes, I agree. I just think you need a little bit of time, and it should be taken care of. So I'll go ahead and rule on this case. I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 230-50049. I'll go ahead and give 2 weeks. Should be good enough for you to go ahead and get fixed.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Yeah.
That, and not to be flippant, but that's going to be up to the permit department, because last time it took 2 years.
Well,
I have no objections with 30 days, and we could revisit after the 30 days if you need more time. So I'm okay with 30 days.
30 days?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah, once we hear, we act real quickly. You can tell by the numerous emails I sent.
yeah. Okay. Well, let me just do that then. Just rule on for case number CE 230-50049 to give a full 30 days to come into compliance, and today is just be an $8 administration fee.
Okay.
Okay.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next case under new business, item number 5, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2505-0165, 436 LLC.
The property was cited on May 13, 2025 for code sections violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the mini splits AC units. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on May 13, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on July 8th and July 31st, 2025, with posting on July 9th and July 31st, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 7, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master Permit Number 25070473 for the mini splits AC unit is in applied status as of July 23rd, 2025.
Perfect. Please state your full name and address.
Alejandro Rompedrique, and the address is 436 Southwest 8th Avenue, Homestead, Florida 33035.
And the name of the company?
436 LLC.
Okay, and that's your company?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes. I applied for the permit in July. They got back to me at the end of July saying that I needed to do some corrections to the permit, so I did the corrections. I put it back in August, the beginning of August or mid-August. They got back to me recently. The mechanical side got fixed, or they got approved, and now I'm just waiting for the electrical part of the permit and the further process of the permit. So I think within 60 days, it should be pretty much good in regards to the permit.
Thank you for your honesty and for getting everything in order here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and rule on this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250501665. I'll go ahead and give this 60 days to come into compliance with just an $8 administration fee today. Thank you.
Next case, under civil citations, item 3, Code Officer Palmer, case number CE 25070001. Jessica Nicole Shannon.
The citation was issued to Jessica Nicole Shannon on July 1st, 2024. Location of the violation is 325 Southwest 6th Street for Code Section 23.5-5, improper garbage disposal. Service of the violation citation was mailed certified and property was posted. The posting date of July 1st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Please state your full name and address.
Jessica Nicole Shannon. My address is 653 Southwest 4th Avenue, Homestead, Florida, 33030.
Thank you. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yeah, I came home from work and saw this on my door. I called him right away. So I told him, I said, I don't know how that got there because I put that box by my garbage can. When he told me where it was at, I went and removed it and put it back where my garbage can was for the garbage people to pick it up. So I don't know how it got there.
Okay, so the box that you have there, Mr. Palmer, it was cleaned up already, right?
Correct.
And what am I looking at like a sticker? Where's is the box is right next to it?
So apparently the stick, yes.
Oh, okay, now I can see it. Okay, and you said you don't know how this got there?
No, because I put it by my garbage can.
This was given to you back July.
Yeah, he told me to go, when I called him, when I seen his name on the paper, I called him. He told me to go, when he told me where it was at, I went, and he told me to go see if it was still there. I seen it was still there. I had the pictures in my phone, but I don't know, for some reason it disappeared. And I had it removed.
Okay, well,
Special Master, the case was postponed.
it was postponed?
It was postponed from the
He said he forgot
August
to put it
hearing.
on the docket.
Okay. All right, but I understand, and I mean, you are aware where the trash has to go and, boxes.
I didn't even know about that spot, ma'am. I just
But just in
moved there.
general, you know where boxes need to be thrown away?
I threw it in by my garbage. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know nothing about that spot. I literally just moved there. I barely know about Homestead.
Right, but this still has to be a fine because we still had to go and clean that up.
Well, I don't know where I'm going to get that money from. I take care of my fiance who just had a stroke, and I work. Nobody helps me.
Special Master, she did comply the violation. The city did not pick that up. She complied.
So because I didn't see that as a compliance here. Okay, so it was complied.
Yes.
Okay.
After I issued the citation, she immediately picked it up.
And then she provided proof to you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Special Master, if I may. Here, the citation was issued for the illegal dumping. So, even though she removed the trash afterwards, I suggest that we should impose a fine for the illegal dumping what she was cited for. This is a vacant lot, which is across of the building that she lives.
Right. Okay, so but she dumped it and then she picked it up.
I never dumped that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I dumped it by my garbage can. So how did it get around the corner from my unit? I do not know. Again, I called him. He told me where it was at. I removed it. I put it back where my garbage can was. The garbage people came and picked it up.
Well, being that it still was done, it's still this is gonna help you remember so that you don't ever have to be here again. So the only thing that I'm gonna rule on this, and all I can do is reduce this fine. And now you are clear to where your trash has to be in a box, whether you have to break it down, put it in the trash, but from here, you should be clear to where the trash has to be so this doesn't happen again, and you don't have to come back again. So if it keeps going, you don't know where it goes, for yourself, if you get a box, maybe you gotta tear it apart, make sure it goes in your trash can so that you don't have this happen again. I'll go ahead and rule on this. I'll help you out with the fine, but if this happens again, I can't promise you the same.
It's not gonna happen
Okay,
again.
so I'm gonna go ahead and rule on this. I do find on the violation of City of Homestead for case number CE. Give me a second. Thankful. You should be thankful to one of my colleagues here. All right, so I'm going to rule on this for case number CE 250-50001 to do a one-time courtesy of no fine for yourself.
Okay.
But if this ever happens again, that's not going to happen. So this $500, no charge, but just today only an $80 administration fee. That's it.
Okay, do I have to sign anything?
Yeah, she'll give you the information over there.
Okay, because I'm late to work already.
Okay.
Next case, under new business, item 27, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2508-0177, GW Opalaca LLC.
The property was cited on August 13, 2025 for code section violation 15-71 through 15-76, maintaining a property in a manner unsuitable for human habitation. Chapter 15, maintaining a dwelling in violation of the minimum housing code of the city. Upon inspection and occupancy of the resident, the following violations were clearly observed. Lack of running water in the kitchen. At the time of inspection, the kitchen sink had no running water whatsoever. Water was only available from the bathroom faucet. This issue has since been corrected. Absence of smoke detectors, visible mold growth, missing half door, non-functional stove with missing heating coils. The stove provided in the unit was inoperable. Several heating coils were missing, electrical problems, multiple electrical outlets within the property were found to be non-functioning. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on August 13, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on August 13, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on August 12, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Please state your full name and address.
Yes, Diego Artuso, 1642 Northeast 1st Avenue, Miami, Florida.
And the name of the business?
GW Paloca.
Okay. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes, basically, the tenant, she didn't allow us to access the unit to know what to fix. So now that we have access, we are trying to get the permits in order to fix what's needed.
All right, so you're in the process of getting all the permits and
Yes,
everything?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
When did you do that?
No, it was last week. Like, we just did it because
okay.
we couldn't access the unit, so we didn't know what to do exactly.
Okay. All right, so you just need some more time. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we need.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and roll on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-80177. I'll go ahead and give 90 days to come into compliance with an $8 administration fee.
Perfect.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, bye.
Perfect. Thank you.
Next case under new business, item number 10, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 2506-0112, Rodolfo Muñoz, Daydream Muñoz.
This property was cited June 6, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work, rear terrace. A notice of violation and summons to appear were mailed via certified mail and posted June 7, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is still in violation. I took the photographs June 6, 2025. As of today, there's no permit on file. There is a permit on file. Permit number is 25070389. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Please state your full name and address.
Necesito traductor, por favor.
Okay, interpreter.
Yes, Your Honor. Can you have her se acerca más al micrófono, por favor? Y hable más fuerte.
Can you please ask her what her name and address is? Thank you.
¿Cuál es su nombre y su dirección bien despacio? Y cuando hable haciendo pausas, por favor. Adelante.
Mi nombre es Francisca de Fana. La dirección es 3925 Norris 13 Drive, Homestead, Florida 33033.
My name is Francia, 3925 Northeast 13th Drive, Homestead, Florida 33033, Your Honor. Repita su nombre, por favor, otra vez bien despacio.
Mi nombre es Francisca de Fana. La casa está a nombre de mi hija, Deidre Muñoz, y su esposo, Rodolfo Muñoz.
So she is not the owner of this?
The house is in the name of my daughter and her husband, with Muñoz being the last name. Así que la propiedad no está a nombre suyo?
Sí.
Yes.
Pero yo soy la que vivo en la casa.
I am the one who lives in the house. The mother-in-law who lives in the house.
But does she own the house?
Usted es la propietaria del inmueble. Usted es la dueña de la casa.
En los papeles del banco es mi hija.
No, in the bank papers, it's my daughter.
Does she have power of attorney to speak in behalf of her?
¿Usted tiene un poder que le otorga a usted el derecho de hablar por ella?
Sí, yo tengo un papel que mi hija me hizo.
Yes, I have a paper that my daughter made for me. It's here.
Can you ask if she has it here in person?
¿Tiene el papel aquí en persona?
Sí.
Yes.
Can you show it to the attorney?
¿Se lo puede mostrar al abogado?
She is standing.
Sí, tiene el poder.
Does she have a testimony she wants to share?
¿Usted acaso tiene algún testimonio o declaración que nos quisiera compartir? Y si habla, habla bien despacio, con pausas para interpretar fielmente. Adelante.
Sí, nosotros hicimos ese techo en el 2020. Cuando la pandemia, nosotros pedimos el permiso en la asociación. Yo lo tengo aquí. Yo
Yes,
lo
we
hice
did.
porque lo habían hecho.
Espera un momento, señora. Señora, por favor,
Sí.
adelante un momento. We did back in 2020 a new roof back then during the pandemic, and we had a permit that we have here.
Varias personas lo habían hecho y en el vecindario y me lo hizo a mí la misma persona. Me dijo que tenía que pedir.
Several people have done that work for us, and we did this with that very same person.
Yo pedí el permiso en la asociación, que lo tengo aquí. Ellos me dijeron que yo no tenía ya que pedir más nada. Estaba aprobado y lo hicimos.
I went to the
Entonces,
association, and they told me that everything was fine, that it had been approved.
cuando me pusieron la citación en la puerta, buscamos a un contratista que es el que sometió los permisos. Están en proceso, pero estoy esperando que vaya un inspector o algo a la casa. Más nada ha pasado.
When I got that paper that was put on my door, we hired a contractor who's then in charge of getting the permits, and all we're waiting for is for an inspector to come by and approve everything.
Okay, thank you for her honesty.
Gracias por ser tan transparente y honrada. Gracias.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and rule on this because I do see there's already a permit on file, so I'll go ahead and rule on it. I do
Voy a
find a
dictar en
violation.
esto entonces, porque sí veo que hay un permiso presentado.
Okay, I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60112. I'll go ahead and give 60 days to come into compliance and just an $80 administration fee today.
Voy a dictar en el caso CE 22060112 que había una infracción contra la ciudad de Homestead y le voy a dar a usted 60 días de prórroga para cumplir con el requisito y solamente hoy día hay que pagar $80 por el costo administrativo. Será todo por hoy, gracias.
Una pregunta, por favor. Si ya el
A
señor
question, please.
puso los papeles en la ciudad, pero no van a hacer nada a la casa, yo no sé cómo sigue ahora el proceso.
Well, I had the contractor file papers with the city, and what I don't know is the process and what happens next.
She should be following up with her contractor and Mr. Mariah with the completion because the permit's already on file, so that's why I'm giving her enough time to stay in communication so that it's completed.
Debe de mantenerse en contacto con el contratista general para que él haga su tarea debida y también con el señor Morayas para estar seguro que todo se siga en orden hasta que usted cumpla y que complete con todo este proceso, por favor. Es lo que hay que hacer ahorita.
Is she not clear?
Yo
¿No
tengo
quedó
el
claro?
permiso del caso de que
I have
lo
the permit.
sometió en la ciudad, pero no ha pasado más nada.
That's why I've given
I
her
have the
time.
permit that was sent in, but por eso le estamos dando el tiempo para que esto siga el proceso normal. Le estamos dando
gracias.
tiempo para cumplir con esto.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Damaira Olano, can you please come up here?
Tamaira Olano, adelante, por favor.
Next case, under new business, Code Officer Chapelli, item 11, case number CE 2506-0146, Annette Love.
The property was cited on June 9th, 2025 for code sections violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the front door. roof and hurricane shutters, 6-206 and 6-207 for the Duro fence and the change link fence. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on June 9th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on June 9th, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on June 8th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master Permit Number 25060429 for both fences is complied. Permit Number 25060494 for the aquarium shutters is in an applied status as of June 24, 2025. Permit Number 25070023 for the door is in applied status as of July 1st, 2025. And Permit Number 25060227 for the roof is complied.
Thank you. Please state your full name and address.
Annette Love, 1640 Southwest 4th Street, Homestead, Florida, 33030.
Thank you. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes, I just wanted to say that I did comply with all the violations in a timely manner, and I did apply for the permits as well, and I have someone working on the permits as well, so I'm just asking for a little time just to get everything situated and finalized. And the gate did have it final inspection, but it failed due to a little misunderstanding. They had rollers on both sides instead of one side. So when they came out to do the inspection, they failed my gate, so she revised it. So I'm waiting on that to be approved again. So she took the rollers off the west side.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to get all this to correction.
No problem. When something's staring me in the face, I like to take care of it.
Okay, I appreciate that. So I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60146. I can give you 60 days to come into compliance and just an $80 administration fee today.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Next case under new business, item number 2, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 2411-0083, Klepko Holdings LLC.
The property was cited on November 13 of 2024 for code section 16-17, 16-23, and 16-38. Maintaining and operating a business without a business expired or delinquent business license. A notice of violation was mailed, certified, and regular on 11/19 of 2024. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular, and it was posted on 8/15 of 2025. I took the photographs on 8/15 of 2025. The photos fairly accurate represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
This is for a expired or delinquent business license for the company Klepko Holdings LLC.
Thank you. Please state your full name
Benjamin Bravo,
and the address.
129 Southwest 5th Avenue, Homestead, Florida, 33030.
Okay, and the name of the company?
Well, the name of the company is Klepko Mines and Bravo Powerboats. I'm the tenant there.
Okay, so are you the owner of the property?
No, but I have the paperwork and everything for the
Okay,
license.
you have power of attorney?
No. But I spoke to Valencia and everything, what was going on and what had happened, and the confusion with my license, because I received the notification, but I have an active license that's valid currently. And I spoke to the attorney, and she's literally handing it out right now because she just got to the office. Because Klep was held with a bunch of attorneys in trust. So that should be active within 24 to 48 hours.
I don't think he has standing.
Yeah.
Agreed.
The owner of this that is here for this needs to be here. And if you're going to be doing that, you got to get a power of attorney.
Got it.
So
Yep. You can be
today.
present for the hearing itself. You just won't be able to give testimony on behalf of the property owner, but the proceeding can continue.
Will they have to come if they resubmit it and it's paid?
Well, at this juncture, what the city's doing is the city's gonna recommend that the property owner be found guilty for failing to renew their business license. And at that point in time, the magistrate's gonna give them a deadline to comply with that order. At that juncture, if the property owner doesn't come into compliance with that, then the second hearing would happen, and a fine could be imposed and ratified to the date that the magistrate sets. So in today's hearing specifically, we're just finding whether or not the violation's guilty, right, whether or not the property owner is guilty of the violation, and setting a deadline for the property owner to come into compliance. As mentioned, since you don't have a power of attorney, you don't have legal standing to represent the property owner, you won't be able to give testimony, but you're more than welcome to remain and listen into the hearing and relay the information to the property owner. Regardless, the results will be mailed certified to the property owner.
Okay, but I'll be able to operate with no issue, right, still?
Well, at this juncture, you're not the one being cited. The one being cited is the property owner.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe the confusion was that when you received the notice, you thought it affected your license.
Yeah, because of the address of the building.
Yeah, but really we're noticing the property owner. Ultimately, we post the property and send it via also certified mail to the property owner. So that might be the confusion there. If you definitely want to double check with your license status, I would definitely go to the licensing department.
It's active.
Yeah, so as long as you're fine, is your license active, then you're good to go. We'll continue with the proceedings for the property owner.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to rule on case number here. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 241-10083 for this owner to come into compliance in 2 weeks and with an $80 administration fee for today.
Next case. Under previously heard, item number 3, Code Officer Valencia, case number 22100075, A. Paredes, Jocelyn Pirela.
This is a affidavit on a compliance case. It was cited for code section 6-36, failing to obtaining the permit required by code for work done on premises, and what they did a terrace at the rear of the property. The case was heard on 9/7 of 2023, and they were given until November 8th of 2023 to comply. The property affidavit of non-compliance was sent and posted on 8/19 of 2025. Took the photographs on 10/21 of 2022, 8/19 of 2025 as well. The photos fairly and accurate represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
As of today, they applied for the permit April 18 of 2023.
Hello. Please.
Buenas tardes.
Do you need interpreter?
Sí.
Okay, interpreter.
Yes, right here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Can you have him state his first name and last name and address?
Díganos, por favor, su primer nombre, su apellido y su dirección bien despacio para captarlo bien.
Alexander León, 1140.
Alexander
South
León. Perdón, repita la dirección.
1140 Southeast 26 Road, Honte, Florida, 33035.
1140 Southeast 23rd Road, Homestead, Florida, 33035, Your Honor.
In the name of the company or the name that
El
it's
nombre
on?
de la empresa. ¿O el nombre de la empresa, el nombre bajo la cual están trabajando?
No, eso lo hice yo.
That I made. I did that myself. I made that myself.
Okay, can you have him state his name again?
Díganos su nombre otra vez, por favor.
Alexander León.
Alexander León, L-E-O-N, Your Honor.
Lo que pasa, en la documentación dice, mi nombre es Alexander León. Paredes.
My name is Alexander León.
Ask him
Y
if
Adolfo.
he's the property owner or if he's the tenant.
Usted es el dueño de la propiedad, usted es el inquilino.
Yes,
correct. ¿Cuál es? ¿Usted es el dueño?
Sí, correcto. En la documentación
Yes,
sale mi
correct.
esposa, Jocelyn Bracho, y Alexander León Paredes.
Yes, it's in my wife's name and mine, and my name is Alexander León.
Your last name, just tell us your whole name.
Deletrea su apellido completo, su nombre completo.
Mi nombre es Alexander Adolfo León Paredes.
Thank you.
Alexander León Paredes.
Can you ask him what relationship he has to Paredes Jocelyn Pierla?
¿Cuál relación tiene usted con Paredes Jocelyn Hierna?
Jocelyn Bracho Pirelas. Ella es mi esposa.
Jocelyn Bracho Paredes, she is my wife.
Paredes, no, Pirelas.
Pirela, ¿perdón?
Pirelas.
Pirela.
Okay. In this case, he is the husband of the property owner. I'll defer to counsel on whether or not he has legal standing. I do believe he doesn't need a power of attorney because they're married, but I'll defer to legal counsel.
Bueno, puede ser que necesite un poder, aunque puede ser que no sea así, porque están casados legalmente. Pero en eso voy a hablar con el abogado nuestro aquí.
Yes, he's listed as an owner, so he has standing.
Okay, we may proceed.
Si él es dueño, sí que tiene derecho de hablar. Puede proceder, señor.
Bueno, con todo comenzó desde que yo no sabía que había que pedir permiso a la ciudad cuando hice el techo.
Well, what happened is I didn't know when I did the roof that I needed to get a permit from the city.
Le pedí el permiso a la asociación porque estaba recién mudado cuando compré la casa.
When I bought the house, I was told to get permission from the association, which is what I did when I bought the house.
En realidad no sabíamos cuál era el otro proceso porque no nos dijeron nada en la
In
asociación.
reality, we did not know what was the other procedure.
Y de ahí yo, cuando recibí la primera carta, yo me dirigí hacia acá con supuestamente los documentos que eran correctos.
When I received the first letter, I did go here, and I was told that the documents were correct.
De allí, bueno, por mis cuestiones de trabajo y por no tener mucho tiempo, busqué a un compañero que me ha ayudado todo este proceso.
During that time, because of my work and everything I was doing, I did look for a colleague who could assist me in doing the process.
El proceso ha sido, él fue a mi casa, él hace ya creo que, no sé si meses o un año atrás.
It's been like he came to my house. I don't know if it's been months or if it's been a year going back.
Tuvimos otra audiencia y hace como 2 meses, 3 meses que hablé con él, no recuerdo exactamente, que ya hay unos permisos que faltaban, que ya todo estaba en proceso, pero de verdad que no estábamos esperando cuál era la definitiva.
I'm not really sure what's been going on in that matter, but going back 2 to 3 months, we had a permit in place, and I don't know what's been the final approval decision.
Hace un tiempo tuvimos otra audiencia, la primera, vino él con mi esposa, porque yo estaba trabajando, y él me decía, bueno, que esto no habían dado otro plazo más para esperar los permisos, el proceso que estaba en contacto con la señora Lilian, perdón.
And a couple of times back, I've gone on other hearings. I've come with my spouse, that she was able to come in spite of her work, and we got the permit going. We got a time period given to us in order to get this done, and I don't know what's been the final result of the permit.
Can you please ask him if he's visited the actual building department?
¿Usted ha visitado el departamento que se encarga de los edificios y las edificaciones? ¿Los ha visitado?
¿Cómo? Perdón.
¿Usted ha visitado el departamento de edificios de esta ciudad?
No. Yo he trabajado
no, I
con
haven't.
él.
I've worked with him.
Please let him know that it's his responsibility to be on top of the permit. If he has a pending permit and he doesn't hear back, he should visit the building department to get an update in person.
Para que usted sepa, señor, es el deber que va por cuenta suya, que si usted tiene un permiso pendiente, es el deber suyo de visitar la oficina de los edificios o de edificaciones de la ciudad para ver qué está pasando con su permiso.
Sí, correcto. Yo vine, como le dije la primera vez, yo vine hacia acá y me dijeron que era un proceso como que muy complicado, que necesitaba una ayuda. Y un vecino también lo hizo con él y fue el que me lo recomendó. Y de verdad que no... O sea, yo estaba
Yes, I did come here like for the first time, perdón, and in fact I had a neighbor who went with him as well to get a compliance with it. The neighbor was able to get that done successfully, and that's the one that I relied on to help me.
Please let him know that this hearing is not that of the building department. This hearing is simply for the compliance aspect for the offense that was built without a permit. In this case, he needs to visit the building department, whether it's himself or the contractor that he hired to assist him. In this case, since he relied on the contractor, nothing has gotten done, I recommend he visits in person. But at this juncture, the city's recommendation is to move forward. This case appears to be from 2022. So at this juncture, I'm recommending that we proceed with adjudication. Officer Valencia, was it previously found guilty or has it been tabled?
No, it was guilty on 9/7 of 2023. He was given 60 days to come into compliance.
So, Your Honor, at this juncture, my recommendation is to ratify the fines. The property owner has dropped the ball when it comes to the upkeep of the actual permitting process itself. And then once the permit is issued, he could apply for lead mitigation if need be.
Este caso ha sido desde el 2022 en cuanto a la cerca. Tuvo un contratista que iba a supuestamente conseguir los permisos. Ese deber va por parte del dueño. Tenía que haber visitado la oficina de las edificaciones y de las casas de nuestra ciudad y visitarla. Y según la señora Valencia, la funcionaria de aquí, ella dijo que este caso, el día 7 de septiembre del 23, lo encontraron culpable y le dieron 60 días para cumplir con la orden y el requisito, cosa que no se hizo, y es por eso que estamos aquí en esta situación. Esta oficina no es el departamento de edificios, esta es simplemente la corte que se encarga de que las personas cumplan con las reglas, las normas y las leyes de la ciudad en cuanto a permisos y aprobaciones de las mismas. Recomiendo que se dicte el fallo, señoría, y que si después que vea la multa que le van a dar, que él se encargue de, si cumpliera con el requisito de hacer las cosas bien, que entonces pueda pedir que disminuyan la multa que va a tener que pagar.
Miss, what is it, Miss? Oh, give me a sec. Okay, Ms. Valencia, when was the time that he was supposed to come into compliance? What day?
November 8th of 2023.
November 8th.
La fecha en que tenía que cumplir con esta orden era como fecha límite el 8 de noviembre del 2023.
Pero una pregunta, usted no
Question.
recibió nada con la
Acérquese
persona
más
que
al
hablaba?
micrófono, por favor. No le
O
oigo.
sea,
Acérquese más al
sí,
micrófono.
con la persona con la que yo hablaba, él nunca se puso en contacto con la señora Lilian.
No,
The person that I spoke with the young man that was in charge of moving forward with all this.
No,
¿Y qué pasó con él?
and like my director say, it's your responsibility to be on top of your case because it's your house. So I would suggest you to stop by the permit department.
Es el deber suyo de estar al día y al tanto de lo que está pasando, porque es su casa. Es el deber suyo, responsabilidad suya, de pasar por la ciudad y los que emiten los permisos para ver cómo andan las cosas y actualizarlo todo. Por favor, el deber es suyo.
Sí, claro, yo entiendo eso, pero...
Yes, of course, I understand that.
Por cuestiones sí, no tengo excusa, pero quisiera que me ayudaran para tratar de hacerlo.
I have no excuse, and I wish that you help me in order to do this right, do the right thing.
Si se puede.
Acérquese más al micrófono, por favor, que no
O
lo
sea,
escucho.
quisiera decirle si, bueno, me confíe esa persona, no me excuso. Sé que es mi responsabilidad, admito toda mi responsabilidad por cuestiones de trabajo. Quisiera pedirle o agradecerle que me dieran un tiempo para yo ponerme en contacto con la señora Lilian y hacer la cosa lo más transparente posible, si se puede. Gracias.
What I wanted to tell you is that I realize I have no excuse for this, and I should have been on top of this. I'm going to get a hold of Miss Lillian and see how we're doing and try to get this thing done correctly. And I ask that you help me to get that done.
Tom, thank you for owning up to what needed to be done a long time ago. This has been going back since 2023.
Gracias por su honradez y transparencia en cuanto a tomar responsabilidad por lo que no ha hecho y el incumplimiento de la misma, porque estamos hablando que esto se rebobina la película hasta el año 2023.
And now I'm going to go ahead and rule on this and...
Voy a dictar ahorita.
Okay. So I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 221-00075. For this owner to go back as of November 8, 2023, a daily fine of $150 per day with an $80 administration fee for today.
Lo que voy a dictar es en el caso CE 22-1-00075 que a partir del 8 de noviembre del 2023 una multa a diario de $150 y al día de hoy tendrá que pagar 80 por el costo administrativo de esta sesión.
What number did you say? I want to make sure it was clear.
CE 221
No, the amount,
0075.
the daily fine.
Oh, the amount, $150. $150 daily from 8 November 2023, Your Honor.
Okay, that is correct.
Yeah.
Did you understand?
¿Entendió, señor, lo que le acabo de decir?
O sea, tengo que pagar la multa, ¿no?
I have to pay that fine, is that right?
So
Correct.
currently, the way this is going to work is that it's going to accrue daily from the complaints that was set. He needs to first comply, and then he'll get a payoff, and he could either pay that or mitigate that. But first, he needs to obtain the permit. For that, he needs to visit the permitting department to ensure that that's done in a timely manner to reduce the amount that he has to pay.
Debe de entonces ir y conseguir el permiso cuanto antes para que entonces al conseguir el permiso pueda utilizar eso para disminuir la cantidad de la multa. Y así se disminuye la cantidad de la multa, le darán un monto global que hay que pagar, pero ya al tener el permiso en mano, puede utilizar eso para disminuir la cantidad que usted tiene que pagar. ¿Le quedó claro, señor?
Sí, muchas gracias. Gracias.
Yes.
Gracias.
Yes, thank you so much. I got it.
Next case, under new business, item number 18, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2506-0210, David Yohani Sierra.
The property was cited on June 11th, 2025 for code sections violations 30-433 for having a commercial vehicle on the property. This issue has been addressed and is now in full compliance. 6-206 and 6-207 for the door fence on the property. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on June 11th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on June 12, 2025, with posting on June 13, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on June 11th and August 27, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Please state your full name and address. Do you need an interpreter? Okay, interpreter, please ask him for his full name and address.
¿Cuál es su nombre y su dirección? Y me da dirección bien despacio, por favor. Su nombre es
David Giovanni Sierra.
David Giovanni Sierra, la dirección despacio.
202 Southwest 15 Road, Homestead, Florida, 33030.
It's 202 Southwest 5th Road, Homestead, Florida, 33030, Your Honor.
Does he have a testimony he wants to share?
¿Usted tiene acaso algún testimonio que nos quisiera compartir?
Sí. Respecto a lo del...
Yes.
Respecto a lo del troque, bueno, eso ya lo moví. Ya no está en el área esa donde estaba.
About the car, I did move the car.
And the permits?
¿Y el permiso?
He's missing the permit for the fence. As of today, there's no permits on file.
Falta el permiso para la cerca. Hasta el día de hoy no hay ningún permiso que se ha presentado para lo de la cerca.
Pero la cerca, cuando yo compré la casa, ya estaba.
Well, the fence, when I bought the house, the fence was already there.
So they had a previous permit issued, but this was for a wood fence. This is a door fence, so they had to change the fence. So whether he bought the house with the door fence or not, he has to obtain a permit for it.
La cerca que estaba antes era de madera, ahora es de un material conocido como dura y tiene que conseguir un permiso para el cambio de cerca, el material de la misma.
Por la parte que tiene el metal.
The part that's like the metal part?
Yes.
Okay.
Sí.
Pero eso si quito el metal, puedo reemplazarla por madera. No necesito permiso.
If I do take the metal part off and replace it with wood, do I still need a permit?
Yes, it still needs a permit.
Si aún necesita el permiso, caballero.
Ok, entonces yo la voy a tener que reemplazar por
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that to get it replaced.
Can you let him know that he can keep his fence the way it is if he likes it, but he just needs to obtain a permit for it?
Puede mantener la cerca tal cual como está, si es que le gusta así, pero sí, a pesar de todo eso, sí necesita conseguir un permiso para la misma, señor.
Ok. Entonces voy a sacar el permiso.
I'm going to get the permit then.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and rule on this case.
Bien, voy a dictar un fallo en este caso.
I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60210. I'm going to go ahead and give him 60 days to come into compliance, apply, and do everything, and just an $80 administration fee today.
Voy a dictar entonces que tiene una infracción contra la ciudad de Homestead en el caso CE 25-060-210. Le daré un plazo de 60 días para que cumpla con el requisito del nuevo permiso, y lo del día de hoy es solamente un pago de $80 para lo que es la causa administrativa de este tribunal. Es todo por hoy.
Tengo una última pregunta.
I have a last question.
Un troque como ese no se puede tener ni en la parte de adentro de la cerca.
Can something like that be kept inside the fence?
No, it's considered a commercial vehicle on a residential
No,
zone,
se considera
so
un
he
vehículo.
cannot have it.
Se considera un vehículo comercial, no puede hacer eso.
¿Me puede repetir, por favor?
Se considera un vehículo comercial y no puede estar dentro de la cerca, caballero.
Ok, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Next case, under table cases, item 6, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 25040145, Leonard Dodd.
The property was cited April 11, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work, rear terrace. Notice of violation and summons to appear were mailed via certified mail and posted April 11th and June 10th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is still in violation. I took the photographs April 8, 2025. As of today, there's a permit on file, permit number 25060472. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Hi, please state your full name and address.
First name is Leonard, last name is Dodd. Address is 726 Northeast 33rd Terrace, Homestead, Florida 33033.
All right, thank you. And do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes. After I received the citations, I applied for the permits. I just recently received, I've already been approved for the electric. I just received the other information from the contractor that I hired. So I have to mail that in to get approved for the other denials that I have. So I'm just waiting. I just needed a little bit more time.
So you're in the process of getting everything
Yes.
checked. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we just go ahead and give you some more time. I'll go ahead and rule in this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250404145, 60 days to come into compliance, and today just an $8 administration fee.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
¿Alguien más aquí necesitan un traductor?
Intérprete. ¿Alguien más necesita un intérprete, por favor, aquí?
No. Una vez más, ¿nadie necesita un traductor?
De nuevo, ¿nadie necesita intérprete para el caso de hoy?
Spanish interpreter, thank you. Your services are no longer needed for this hearing today.
Okay, and parting is such sweet sorrow.
Have a good day.
Okay, next case, under previously heard, item number 4, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 22120002, Homestead 19 LLC.
This is a affidavit of non-compliance. It was for code section 15-71 to 15-76. Maintaining a property and manner unsuitable for human habitation, and that was a fire in apartment number 6. And for 15-76 and 19-1, 19-4, vacant building to be unsecured, that was the broken windows due to the fire. That violation is complied. The case was heard on November 16 of 20 2023. They were given until November 26th of 2023 to comply. Affidavit of noncompliance was posted and mailed on 8/19 of 2025. I took the photographs on the day of the fire, 11/29 of 2022, and also for the affidavit on a posting on 8/19 of 2025. The photos fairly accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
They pull a permit for a electrical for the unit number 6, and that one was approved. However, for the repairs due to the fire, they and the interior door and exterior window, they apply on March 10th of 2023, but the permit was never issued. I know in the previous hearings, the previous manager came to our hearing to represent the owner. So now I've been in contact with the owner of the property, and now they have a new property manager, which is here to represent the owner.
Hello, please state your full name and address.
Daimara Olano, 527 Southwest 6th Terrace, Homestead, Florida, 33033.
And the name of the company or business?
Homestead 19 LLC.
Okay. And you're the owner?
No, I'm representing the owner. I have a power of attorney that I've already shared with him.
Okay, perfect. All right, so would you like to share your testimony?
Well, yeah, I don't know much. I just started handling the building in April of this year. The owner says that, as per the owner, everything was taken care of in 2023. As I was reviewing all the documentation and all the permits, I realized that the plan was not accepted or was not approved. He had no idea. He contacted the general contractor, and the general contractor had no idea as well. So I believe the general contractor this morning sent a request to open up a new permit, I believe a master permit, for the plumbing, for the window and the door. All the work has already been done.
And the previous, how long were they given before?
They were given from November 16, 2023 to November 26 of 2023.
Okay, thank you. Okay, is there anything else you want to share?
That's the only thing that I know.
Okay. Well, I am going to go ahead and rule on this case. I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 221-20002 to go back and have a daily fine of $175 going back as November 26, 23, and with an $8 administration fee for today.
Well, I was wondering if there was any way that you can allow us another 60 days so that we can take care of this. We had no idea. And the general contractor obviously was not responsible. Got paid for the work, but was not responsible to follow up. And I believe that the manager that was there at the time was not responsible as well.
Well, for today's hearing, what is here for is for affidavit not compliance. So once we go ahead and what I ruled today, the 175 daily, then at that time when that person receives that, they can come back and ask for additional time. But time-wise, I'm not giving a specific time. I'm just going back on a daily fine as of November 26th. So once the person gets that, then if they need more time, they can let in.
Who is the person?
Miss Valencia is the person that should be connecting and contacting, and she's the one on this case, so she'll be able to help.
Yeah, so when they came to the hearing the first time, no one was present in here, and they were given 10 days.
So no one. Okay. All righty. You want me to step over here and? Okay, thank you.
Next case under previously heard, Code Officer Valencia, item number 2. Case number CE 0097, Joseph De Souza.
Hi, good evening, Your Honor.
This is an affidavit and non-compliance case. It was cited for 6-206 and 6-207, erecting and maintaining a fence without a permit, and 6-36, failing to obtaining a permit required by code for work done on the premises. Plumbing, electrical slab, pavers, that was a tiki, a covered patio, and additional driveway without a permit. The case was heard on May 18 of 2023, and it was given until 8/17 of 2023 to comply. Affidavit of noncompliance was posted on 8/14 of 2025. I took the photographs on the days of 3/22 of 2022 and 8/14 of 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
This was a complaint that I received back in 2023. Being in contact with Mr. Souza, and as of today, don't know if he has applied for any permits in the system with the City of Homestead for all this work that it was done in the premises.
We had initially applied after our last hearing. I believe we ran out of time on one of the permits or something like that, but we had removed the shaded area. We got the survey for the house done. I believe we submitted the plans for the driveway work.
Can we, really quick, can we just state, want to state your full name and the address so we have that on record?
Yeah, my name is Joseph De Souza. The address is 2355 Northeast 3rd Court, Homestead, Florida, 33033.
Okay, thank you. Now you can share your testimony.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Felix Rodriguez. I'm the engineer and the contractor qualifying the permit for Mr. Sosa since 2023. We're still engaged on the job and working with Mr. Sosa to resolve the issues. I'd like to state for the record that he's allowing me to speak on his behalf as well, for his best interest, through we do have a limited power of attorney. We're going to have a copy of it with us, but
you don't need one.
Mr. Sosa
It's okay.
Is it okay to speak on
Since
his
you're
behalf?
both, since you're both present, you're good.
Okay, all right. Yeah, just to be clear, the present status is that this morning we submitted a permit application and a contractor registration form. Now we're aware of this situation since August 14th when the violation came through. We understood that there was an open permit. We looked into it, and I think after a couple of days of waiting, we received a notification that the permit was since expired due to I think it perhaps was non-activity maybe. We were at a standpoint where previously in 2023 we submitted all documents. We received, my understanding was that the plans were approved. We generated plans for Mr. De Souza. And then the remaining comment was to obtain a plumbing permit, electrical permit related to the demolition. We had some trouble finding a plumber to qualify the work, and that was the last activity that ensued since 2023. Frankly, we were quite disappointed that we had to go through this process all over again, but we do have the plans ready, and I'm prepared to sign and seal the plans and basically pick up the resuscitate the permanent violation, with the plans as they were in their previous status.
He's been here before, and he was given time to comply to all of your statements in August. So does he remember coming here before?
Do I remember coming here? I remember coming here for the Tiki Hut needed approval from the city, and I remember we had gotten the approval.
You did get an approval?
Yeah, Yes, we came here to this court and we had gotten the tiki hut approved. It was a separate case from this one though. It had to do with the association and with the city, and we had to prove who made the tiki hut, and we got approval from there as far as the tiki hut. But the electrical and the plumbing, that still wasn't destroyed yet because I believe we needed to pull a permit to take it down. The shaded area in the back, we removed that under the permit, and I believe we ran out of time on the tiki hut after the plumber. We couldn't get a plumber to show up to cap it or whatever it was called, and we disregarded it after that. I mean, I had personal problems in my other house, and I didn't put any mind to this. You know, I'm sorry for that. I just would like a little bit more time to see if we can get this resolved.
Okay, thank you for sharing your.
I also had hired Felix before. We've been working on this case since the case opened. Pretty much.
I understand, but there has been some time that has passed, and I'm glad you're getting to it now. But we are here today for fines. That, you know, you were given time, additional time to compliance, and it did not happen. So I'm going to rule on this, and anything after, whether, you know, whether you like or just not like, you can come back into another hearing. But this is, I have to go based back on as of August 17, right, Ms. Valencia? August 17 was the time that he was supposed to come into compliance?
Yes, August 17th. He was present on May 18 of 2023, and he was given 90 days to comply.
Okay, so May 18 was the day that he was told that he had to comply to?
No, his compliance date is August 17 of 2023. The day of the hearing was May 18 of 2023.
Okay, so that is when okay. So as that day, because it was not complied, I will now have to rule on that. So I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 220-30097 for this property owner to have a daily fine going back as of August 17, 2023 of $175 daily, and for today an $80 administration fee.
Is there anything that we could do about those costs to minimize them at all to get this resolved as efficiently as possible?
Once the permits are issued, you could go ahead and work with the office, with my office specifically in reference to a payoff and then a lien reduction. But you first need to have the permits being issued first, okay?
I have a question. Does that involve master permit and all subs, or just a master permit?
Whatever the building department requires for the permitting aspect, those need to be finalized before we're able to put a compliance date, because these are after the fact permits for demolition. Or actually not after the fact, but rather demolition permits that I'm looking at in the system. So once that's done, we'll go ahead and we'll give you the compliance date for the issuance of the permit, and then we'll go ahead and work with you on the lien reduction and mitigation.
Okay, and the permit that we're pulling is it specifically just for the electric and the water that was ran into the tiki hut? Is that what?
So that would be clarified by the building department. You would need to clarify that with them specifically as to what aspects of the permit you need. On here, I'm looking at you apply for the demo for demo permit of a screen enclosure in 2023. You also applied for an after-the-fact driveway permit in 2023. Those are all still in an applied status. So I believe the building department might not let you proceed until those are actually cleared up as well. But again, you would need to clarify with the building department.
And that's it.
We have, can we ask about another, there's another violation that appeared on the paperwork, but Mr. De Souza was not familiar with it at all, never received a letter in the mail regarding it as well. Can we inquire into it at this moment?
So if it's not in the agenda for today's hearing, it's not on the docket, we cannot proceed. In order to respect everybody else's time, we have to continue with the hearings. So in this case, if you have any further clarification that you need, you would need to take down Officer Valencia's contact information and reach out to her after the hearing, potentially tomorrow. At this juncture, she has business cards. She can provide you business cards, and you guys could coordinate after the fact.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next case, under new business, item 20, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2506-0390, KH627 LLC.
The property was cited on June 25th, 2025 for code sections violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the hurricane shutters, 19-51, 23.5-5, 23.5-36 for allowing an accumulation of garbage, trash, junk, and debris, that's complied, 13-21, 13-32 for litter on property, that's complied. Notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on June 25, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on June 29, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on June 24, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Hello, please state your full name and address.
Hi, my name is Francine. My address is 2800 Clay Circle, Suite 159, Weston, Florida 33327.
And the name of this property here?
KH627 LLC, and I'm the owner.
You're the owner, okay. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes, once we received the violation, we already applied for the permit, so we just need additional time for approval.
Okay, thank you for going and apply for that. All right, so we'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60390. I'll go ahead and give you 60 days to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next case, under previously heard, item number 8, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 2504-0072, 106-120 Northeast 3rd Road, LLC.
Special Master, may I read the next two cases? It's the same owner, same violation. I will read each case different, but he's the owner of the... The case was heard on 6/5 of 2025, and he was given until July 21st of 2025 to comply. This was for Code Case 6-36, failing to obtain a permit required by code for work on the premises, and what he did, he put gravel on the parking lot. Affidavit of noncompliance was sent on 8/13 of 2025. The photos fairly can represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
He applied for the permit. He is working with Durham on this case. He submitted all the information that he is going through with the city to apply for the permit. He applied for the permit on April 29 of 2025, but he still have not been able to obtain the permit, and that is for CE 25040072. Case number CE 25040073 is for the same code violation 6-36, failing to obtain any permit for work done on premises, and that was gravel parking lot. The case was heard on 6/5 of 2025, and he was given until 7/21 to comply. The affidavit of non-compliance was posted on the 8/13 of 2025, and also was mailed out. The photos framing and current represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Please state your full name and address.
Yes, Jose E. Hernandez. She's talking about two properties, two separate folios. They're adjacent to each other. So actually, both folios belong to one corporation. I so happen to be cited on the two folios because that's what it is, two folios to one property.
Want to go ahead and, just for records, state the address of the folios?
Oh, yeah, 106 Northeast 3rd Road and 120 Northeast 3rd Road. Did I, sorry, did I say my name or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I
you
got
can
too
share your
many- I got
testimony.
too many things on my head. Okay, I'd like to correct her. First of all, you know, I tried to get some information from zoning. Zoning was not accurate with the information they provided to me. So I thought I was just, you know, pulling out grass and putting in pea rocks. And it was considered landscaping, so I didn't know I had to pull a permit. So then, when I had to pull the permit that I got the citation, I immediately moved forward to pull the permits. I had a little drawback, just a minor little drawback, which was several emails between myself, my attorney's backhand, and myself to whether I should or I shouldn't go through Miami-Dade County. Eventually, you know, it was certain uncertainty from the city whether I needed to pull those permits to go through Miami-Dade County, and Miami-Dade County said that I didn't need to. So that uncertainty, you know, threw me off a week or two.
So you have that in writing? The Miami told you not to?
Yeah, so I had to make a decision because nobody knew where, you know, I had to make a decision. So I went and put the plans through the Miami-Dade County, and I do have permits from Miami-Dade County for both locations. I think I sent you copies of that.
Correct. So, yes, but you don't have the one with the city of Homestead.
Yes, we do. Yes, I do. I do have both permits with the city of Homestead. Before we submit to the Miami-Dade County, we have to pull an application in the city of Homestead in order to submit to Miami-Dade County. So I do have those two permits pulled. However, the city of Homestead takes their own sweet time, and they haven't approved, even though I sent everything since.
Do you have the process numbers for both of those permits?
Yes.
So he applied on April 29 of 2025, permit number 25040742. That was for case number ending in 0072. But they are just in apply status, and 25040742. So those are the only ones that I have. So it's just an apply status. He hasn't been able, unless this morning he obtained a permit.
No, the permit hasn't been signed by the city because, first of all, you guys don't even have chief building official. If you guys don't know, he's leaving tomorrow, Friday. And now there's a
we
new
have
one
an
that's coming
interim
in,
one.
and all those things are slowing me down. But it is been there, and it's been there since. Jesus Christ, where's the information when I need it? Since we started the process is 4/29/25, I believe for both folios.
Correct.
So we did submit the applications, Then we went into the county. The county only took 2 or 3 days to approve it. Now it's back into Homestead because we had to do some corrections. But you know, hey, you guys have the bread and the butter. You know, I can
Have
only
you visited
work with what you do.
Sir,
You know?
have you visited the building department to?
I was just there this morning.
What did they tell you this morning?
You guys don't have a chief building official as of today.
The interim building official is there. He's at the capacity.
No, he wasn't. Today he was not there because he does not work every day.
Because he
will be
works
there tomorrow.
Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That is correct.
At 8 o'clock, I'll be there in the morning.
Okay.
Because
So-
you have to sign off. We've been, and Lillian knows, you know, that I did comply with the other one rather quickly. So it's the same process. I've been through that already on the other property. and
At
I
this
complied right
juncture,
away.
the city recommends that an adjudication be found. At this juncture, the city acknowledges that the violation exists. We will grant and recommend that we do issue some time for the property owner to obtain the permit. So at this juncture, our recommendation is for the property to be found guilty and a 60-day time frame be allowed for the property owner to secure the permit.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and rule on this, on both of these cases. We do find violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-40072, as well as CE 250-40073, for this property owner to have 60 days to come into compliance, and today just an administration fee of $80.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
Thank you.
that should give me plenty of time to comply. I think I might be able to close it out tomorrow, maybe. If not, you know, I know you guys have a new CBO. By the way, that CBO was great, the one that was temporary, you know. He's a really, really good guy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next case, under new business, item 17, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2506-0208, Edwin Gonzalez and Claribel Gonzalez.
The property was cited on June 12, 2025 for code sections violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the front door and hurricane shutters, 24-1 and 24-16, obstructing a public right-of-way, that's complied, 6-36 for the shed. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on June 12, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on June 12, 2025, with posting on June 13, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on June 11, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master permit number 25070086 for the front door is in applied status as of July 3rd, 2025. Permit number 25070104 for the shed is in applied status as of July 6, 2025. And permit number 11040101 for the hurricane shutters is complied.
Thank you. Please state your full name and address.
Edwin Gonzalez, 213 Southwest 15 Road, Homestead, Florida, 33030.
And do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yeah. We're on process to get the permit for the front door, which I sent some correction that they needed. I'm waiting for the answer back on that. And for the shed, I went back to the the company where I bought it from. They asked me if I live in a flood area. I said yes, and they told me the shed wasn't going to pass the inspection because it needed to have 2 vents, 2 air vents on the bottom and 2 opposite sides. So we did that this week, And now I gotta go back to the company so they can relocate the shed away from the fence and anchor back to the ground so I can send the correction back to the city.
Thank you for your honesty. Yeah, I see all, Ms. Chappelli was able to tell me everything's in the process. So
Yes.
thank you for doing that. So I'll go ahead, you just need more time,
Yes.
right? Okay. So I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60208, for yourself to have 60 days to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee today.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next case, it will be under lead mitigations, item number 1, Juan C. Arroyo, 730 Northwest 17th Street.
My name is Juan Carlos Arroyo. I bought this house.
Give me a second, 1 second. All right, thank you. Can you state your full name and address?
Okay, my name is Juan Carlos Arroyo. The address of the property is 730 Northwest 17th Street, Homestead, 33030.
Okay. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yeah, I bought this house from a gentleman that got burnt from his son, if you can see here, in 2015. And when we did the closing, he said that there was a lien on it, but, you know, like he was a victim from his son burning him, that they would, you know, be lenient with him, with the lien. You know, so I helped him out, you know, I bought the house from him. Mr. Rollins told me, no, it's not gonna be a problem. We went to the city, and they couldn't tell us the amount. You know, I'm telling, hey, you need to tell me the amount. Well, it was always a mystery how much the amount was. All right, so I bought the house, and in 2017, the same year, I got the permits for the house. Right? We knocked down, because the house was burnt, we knocked down the roof, and we started building the house. Lo and behold, I'm trying to find out, you know, what the lien is. Nobody wanted to tell me. Nobody wanted to tell me. It was like a mystery.
Did you not have a title company? Someone?
Yeah, a title company. They didn't say exact amount. The code enforcement wouldn't tell them. I asked them, and I have emails there. They can't tell you what the amount is. Now, after I started building the house, my mom, she had cancer. She died in 2019. That was a hardship, you know. I have the certificate here. Then my brother dies 3 months after. It's another thing. COVID comes, 2020, my sister dies. Everything's shut down. You know, I'm here trying to finish the house. Everybody knows me there in the building department. I'm trying to finish the house, and you know, then I finished the house, I think 22 or 23, and they come with some crazy number of $200 something thousand dollars I gotta pay. I said, what are you, $200 something thousand dollars? No, it adds up every day. Nobody told me how much it was. Nobody told me in 2020 or 2019, hey, you know, you got a lien here. If you don't, this adds up every day. Nobody. I have emails. Nobody told me no. It was a secret, state secret. They don't tell you, hey, look, you have a lien. You better, you know. I would have sold the property. I practically bought the house for the shell. You know, and I'm building the house. I improved the neighborhood. It was a drug-infested house. You know, you can see the reports here. You know, I thought I was doing something good. And they come and they tell me 200. Come on, this is just insane. That has to be a mistake. You know, there has to be a mistake.
For clarification, and I empathize with you, but for clarification, the city cannot provide you a payoff if there's no compliance date. So that's why the clarification comes in, because when the title company tries to get a payoff from the city, they can't get a payoff because there's no compliance date. So the fine is unfortunately indefinite until there is a compliance
Well, they
date.
can tell me how much it is at that moment. Okay, you owe so much, sir, and you're getting fined $200 or something a day. Do you know that? We asked them that, and they can't tell you. You
The
can't say that?
the previous property owner had that information if the lien was recorded
No,
with
he
the
did
previous
not.
property
Mr.
owner.
Rollins, as a matter of fact, he died too of COVID in 2012. No, trust me, sir. If somebody tells me, look, you have a fine as of now of X amount of money, but you're getting fined $200 a day, you think I'm going to build a house and put all my life savings in the house to give it to you guys for free? It just doesn't make no sense. You know, plus I'm not a victim. I'm going through things that life, my mom died, my brother.
Yeah. Again, I empathize with you. Legally, when the lien was recorded, the property owner did receive notification of that information. So,
Go again, because right now I want to plan.
yeah, that the property owner legally did at the time did receive notification of the lien recording. No, I'm not saying you, sir. I'm saying the property owner at that time received notification. No, I understand. I understand. I understand, but that is his responsibility as the property owner.
This is not normal.
I understand,
You know,
and I empathize with you.
Got victimized, and I came in, you know, and tried to fix the stuff. I believe the moment I get the permit and I start constructing the house, I'm in compliance. I'm fixing the house up. I have my permits. I have everything legal, contract, the whole 9 yards. You can't keep on going and charging me. No, until you finish the whole house to the last little permit for the driveway. Come on, it doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, unfortunately,
That's violating my Eighth Amendment. You know,
that's
it's
unfortunately
crazy.
on the Florida Statute
You know?
162. That's the regulation.
You can't overfine me for something that I'm already complying to. You know, the house is beautiful. Go by there, 7:30. Ask my neighbors.
Yep, that's
And,
not a
you know,
problem.
Go see how it was before and see how it was now. Now, you want the house for me to sign over the house to you guys? Come on, man. It's ridiculous. I'm going to pay from when I bought the house, from when I got the permit, back. Whatever it is, you know, I'll find a way to pay it if I could. You know, but I don't, this keep on going when I'm doing my stuff. That doesn't go. That's not right. If we're going to go to wherever we have to go, I'm not going to pay.
Yeah,
There's no way I'm going to pay when I have my permit. I took the roof off. I did the house. We gutted it out. How could you were given a fine because the house was unsafe? Well, we made the house safe. Do what you want.
So
Here's
when
my
did
mo-
you do the permits? You're saying that from the permits, when is that?
For that, it should just fine me $450 million. Would have been the same thing. Here's all the emails that I sent. All the emails that I sent, they never responded. No. Aquí están todos los emails, aquí están todos, aquí están todas las cosas.
All right, thank you for your patience. Condolences to all the family members. I know that's always hard.
Thank you, man.
We have been going back for many years on this, but we're going to go ahead and finish this up.
Please.
Okay.
It's just like,
So we're going to rule on it, and you previously knew what was the original fine, right? Which the original was $259,198.94. So I wanted you to hear and know that number.
that's insane. That's not accurate.
So-
There's a misunderstanding of when, you know,
Right.
what's
She's
going
she's
on.
trying to give you some information. If
Oh, yeah,
you wouldn't
she's giving me-
mind
I
interrupting
understand.
her, give her 1 second to speak. Thank you.
Yes, so going back, and, you know, the fire and everything, we do understand that you've taken a property that wasn't in good condition to now livable, nice. You were able to go ahead and make the community look better. But through all of that, there is hard costs and things that come along with that.
Of course.
And we appreciate you coming, so this is the best that we can do to go ahead and help you, since you have gone through a lot, and you are trying to go ahead and make sure that all the permits and everything are in place. I mean, you make sure everything is clear. So through that, I'm going to rule on this, and this is where we go. So I do find a violation of City of Homestead, and for this case here, which the case number, or for the address is 730 Northwest 17th Street. And I want to make sure is there a case number for this? Because I don't see the case number. I just see the address. I'm sorry, here's the two the cases right here. For case number CE 180901116, case number CE 180700058, and for CE 151100084. So from that reduction, we're going to go ahead and bring it down, which is the maximums that we can do, will be $39,686 with 44 cents.
$39,000.
Right. From the $259,198.94.
Let me write a check. $39,000?
Correct.
That's an 85% reduction.
Yeah, but look, sir, I understand your calculation.
That's the maximum. That's the maximum that by city ordinance we're allowed to give.
Well, let me calculate myself. You know, because I know you do your own calculations. I try to calculate myself. From 2000, let's say 2015, at the moment the house burned, the next day, the guys in the house burned, you already give them a fine. To 2017, the February, or when I got the permit, let's say it's 600 days. You multiply that by $150. It's not $37,000. I don't think so.
From the moment the violation started accruing fines to the moment the violation was cured, amounted to $256,000. That is for 3 subsequent violations, not 1, but 3. So it's each case per day per found amount, right? In this case, the maximum that the city is allowed to provide you per the city ordinance that the magistrate is allowed to reduce it to is 85% of the original amount. In this case, the original amount was $256,000, and she reduced the 85%, the maximum she's allowed to the $39,000.
Okay,
So at this point in
I
time,
understand.
if
I
you
understand what
accept
you're
that,
saying, sir.
yeah.
I'm not arguing that, I understand. But the calculations are wrong, because you shouldn't be charging me from $240,000. You should be charging me from when I got the permit.
It's the
You know what I mean?
violation. No, sir. The
Why
violation.
would you go all the way like that then to take it off? You're not doing.
Sir, the violation started when the previous owner
Right, I
failed to
understand.
correct the
That's what I'm saying.
violation. Yes.
From the previous owner to when I got the permit.
It's not when you got the permit, it's when it's finalized.
But if you don't get, if you don't
And that's
tell
what we
people-
took that into
If
consideration.
nobody goes and gives you a notice, and nobody tells you, hey, look, and I asked even Officer Owens called, and they couldn't even tell him, well, we don't know. And until I get a notice and tell me, hey, look, you can't just hide that from people, because not everybody has the money to pay that.
It wasn't hidden, that's why it was recorded with the county.
I didn't know it. If I would have known that.
You did know it when you bought the property. You did know that there was liens running on the property.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did. That's why I got the permit.
Yes.
So in my
And
mind,
the documentation
the
that
moment I get my
were,
permit, and I tear off that roof, and my daughter and me and everybody start working on the house, we're in compliance. So you're charging me from that moment on, it keeps on rolling. No. It has to stop.
okay,
The fine
sir,
has to stop. What?
at this juncture, the maximum she's allowed to do is 85%. She gave you the 85%. If you accept that, you can move forward. If you deny that, then you deny it. It goes back to the original $256,000. At this juncture, you could either accept it or refuse it, and it goes back to the 256.
And so it keeps on going, the fine keeps on going forever.
No, the fine is gonna stay, it's a set amount.
When did this stop?
When the violation was cured, in this case, when the permits were issued, whether the permits were finalized,
The original violation is the house is unsecured, you see your violation, the roof is bad, the house is unsecured. I get a permit, we put a metal roof, impact windows, it's done. At that moment, it's done.
again, we're not here to contest the violation. At this point in juncture, we're here to do the mitigation. The mitigation was reduced to 85%. If you choose to accept that, that's fine. If you choose to deny that, it goes to the 256. You do have another recourse if you'd like to go before city council,
Right.
and then you would go before the mayor and council. They could potentially further reduce it, or they could uphold today's decision, or they could revert it back to 256. That is your discretion, and at your juncture, you could decide. But at this juncture, we're not arguing and contesting the violation. We're simply letting you know that it went to 85%, which is the maximum she's allowed to reduce it to. She took everything
so
you just
I gotta
said
make a
into
decision right
consideration.
now?
You have 30 days. Yes. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
The city doesn't have a payment plan. The city doesn't have a payment plan. No, sir. So at this juncture, the remaining items on the agenda are going to be tabled for the next hearing. In order to respect everybody's time, we're going to adjourn today's meeting at 17:33. Thank you.